he would eat a whole plate of food and then push it away, saying, "Oh, I'm done. I'm done." And not 2 minutes later, he'd dish himself up some more. He looks over to Joe and gives her another scoop and says, "Oh, you could use a little bit more meat on your bones. Here, have some more."
Uh, yeah, no, I won't say no. This is the best food I've had for uh, I don't know,
She
two
walks over
weeks.
to she kind of walks over to Estella and does the same thing. "Speaking of meat on your bones, you could use some as well. Please eat up, eat up. You've got a long
Oh,
journey ahead of you."
yes, thank you.
You see you see Leather and Bait kind of fighting over some more sausage, and she says, "Oh, shh, knock it off, you two." And she pulls out two pieces of sausage and hands them both a piece, which they devour, of course, going to their respective corners. "Oh, those two are goodness. They don't like each other, do they?" "Oh, no, no." Anyways, um, when you're all ready to go, just head out that door right there and just make a mount up your horses and head start heading up north, and you'll be on your way.
Miss Brower, do you need anything? Any messages delivered? Any chores you need help with? Anything we can do?
No, no, I think we're good, but you know maybe it's just the ghost wise in me, or maybe not, I don't know. But well, I'll tell you plain, something strange is in the air. uh, After you all went to sleep, I noticed that the dogs were a little restless at night. you know uh, Chickens this morning were laying late. Gosh, even the cows are sticking close to the barn when, well, we know they'd rather roam. Something's coming. Maybe it's already here. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's like that feeling you get when a storm's coming, but it's a different kind of storm. It's almost like a fate storm. Anyways, you've got good hearts. I can see it. Just mind your steps out there, all right? Sometimes the road's not always as straight as it pretends to be.
Would you at all mind if I said a small prayer over the farm before we left? Just
Oh,
out of sentiment.
of course, please do as you want.
Thank you.
Do you want my nephews and nieces to take off their hats while you're out there? Show
No,
respect?
no need at all. You have been of great kindness, and it would just make me feel a bit better to
Alrighty.
know.
Well, you know what they say around the farm. Plenty of chores to go around, so I gotta go ahead and make my way out. But we'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you real soon. And if you don't see me, well, I know you'll see my nieces and nephews out there in front of Carbine in a few weeks. All right. She kind of starts making her way out.
Joe downs no less than like 5 cups of coffee. All
Oh,
right,
geez.
great. Something in the air. Awesome. Just what we need. More things in the air.
Does Silas seem at all agitated?
More than usual.
More agitated than he already is.
He's just his normal agitated.
Okay.
He's respectfully staying outside.
Mhm.
Um, in fact, like you see him up on the windowsill on the outside of a window, and he's kind of just peering in.
Estella will sneak a piece of sausage for him. Or not sneak, but she'll take one for him outside.
Oh, you're gonna get
and
up
they
and
leave.
move over to the window and let him in.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. So yeah, he's a little suspicious right now. He waits for you to put it in front of him on the sill before he starts pecking at it. Normally when it comes to sausage, especially good cooking, he's all over it. He'll snatch it out of your hands. But it's almost like he's being respectful or something. You're not sure.
Okay.
Now that we're alone in the kitchen, I assume, Wells is gonna kind of like speak with the group a little bit hushed. Been thinking about what befell Mr. Pryor. He was looking into the void, but his memory is untouched. It stands to reason that whatever befell him, it wasn't the void. I'm a little concerned that perhaps there might be cult members in the area, or something else tied to either Goodnight Moon or the Voidlings that got to him instead.
So, Joe, you'll notice that Lucretia has eaten a pretty healthy amount of food on her plate this morning. It seems her appetite has returned. And she'll turn, and she has a mouthful of biscuit in her mouth. And she'll just say, very astute, excuse me. And she'll swallow her biscuit first. She's just so busy. These biscuits are amazing. This is probably the best thing she's had in a while.
Have you guys ever been to Ruth's Cafe up in the canyon here in Salt Lake?
Mm-hmm. No, but I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a place that I would recommend to go. They make these mile-high biscuits. That's what is being served in front of you right now. They're just these big, giant biscuits the size of your head. You get a sense that halflings they know how to eat.
Yeah.
The hobbits.
The hobbits. So she says, excuse me, I'm so sorry. As I was saying, very astute observation, Mr. Wells. I agree. They, at the time, likely didn't want the hand dealt so early before their plans came to fruition. So if there are others looking to combat what we're combating, we need to keep our eyes open even more.
I agree. This is worst case scenario. Of course, he could have gotten into an accident, or heck, he could have still be alive and ran off somewhere. I don't know, but I just want us to be prepared for the worst, and make sure that yes, we're on our.
Prepare for the worst and be surprised by the best.
Thank you, friend.
I do not believe in coincidences.
Shoving biscuits in their pocket.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you.
Good thinking.
Josephine.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get the recipe for these biscuits?
I was trying to look earlier, but yeah, I can push a little farther. Are there still halflings in the kitchen?
There, as luck has it, one happens to pop back in. She looks like so she actually younger, a lot younger, probably in her mid-20s. She's coming in and just kind of collecting up plates that have been used, and yeah, she gets over to you and picks up your plate and says, well, how was everything, everyone?
It was delicious. Joe will start standing up and also collecting plates. And she'll say,
We'll take care of it. Don't you worry. You got a big journey ahead of you.
Thank you, you're the best. And she keeps going. Listen, do, do you know the recipe for those biscuits? Is it like under lock and key, or is it kind of shareable?
Um, no, they're relatively easy. Well, especially if you know uh if you have Grammy's magical fingers. Here I'll show you. I can show you real quick. I gotta make some more for some of the other guests. And
Yeah, that'd be great.
pulls you into the kitchen, and she
Joe will like grab Lucretia and pull her over.
yeah, the
as well.
ingredients are already out, and she starts making up the dough. It's very standard biscuits. Um, after about, and then she like lets the mixture kind of wait, and then after about 10 more minutes or so, you see um uh Lorna Breyer come back out, and she kind of hobbles back into the kitchen, and she casts some sort of cantrip. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very nice. 25.
Oh yeah, it's a cantrip. And the cantrip is that of
Those biscuits.
prestidigitation.
Oh, what?
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation. And you
Wow!
can see that she's using the spell to lighten the batter. And
Mm-hmm.
by doing so, it is making these gigantic, fluffy biscuits. And she kind of looks to you all and nods, and then starts making her way back outside.
See, Lou, now this we could make together.
Correct. I don't think you could do this on your own.
Um,
Yeah, right.
It's kind of odd.
On your own.
Like Lucrezia, you've heard of wizards, spellcasters in general, being used in the food industry, especially from the Twin City Alliance. But to actually see it in practice, it's definitely different.
This is very different in the fact that there, I would say, it's more like it's almost like AI supplanting everything. There, they use magic to make things, and it makes the flavor. The heart isn't there, whereas here, it's obviously the heart is more than the magic. The magic is just there as just kind of a enhancer.
Now, the posse gathers their things and begins to pack up their horses. They make their way away from the ranch and onto the main road, saying their goodbyes, and a lot of the dogs kind of follow after you, but they're so well trained that they stop at the gate of the main road, and they all sit and they're all wagging their tails as they watch you go by. Now, Briar Ranch, as you leave Briar Ranch, you can see that the sun is just over the crest of the plains, by about an inch or so from the horizon. So you think that you're leaving probably around 9 o'clock in the morning. You see that sun's kind of casting those long shadows across the plains ahead of you. There's that golden hue that's across the weaving glass. The road is smooth. It's flanked by wildflowers on each side. And you see off in the distance the occasional grazing auroch herds that are kind of just meandering around the Sweetwater region. You hear larks chirping, the horses move at a steady trot, and the breeze is very kind. When suddenly, hold on one second. Waiting for some person to do something for me. Yes. What's up, sir? Check your phone real quick. Check my phone real quick. Uh-oh. Hold on one second, everyone.
Mr.
I thought he
Weaver.
meant something ambiguous, like waiting for one of us to do something.
Yeah, I was like, what of us? Did someone get messaged?
Not me.
Didn't get anything. I don't know.
Got it. Sent. Thank you, sir. Okay. So, yes. Let me do one thing real quick. I'm sending
Okay,
something
while
to
you're
this
doing
email.
that,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
real quick.
cast Gift of Alacrity before we leave, or as we leave.
Okay. Perfect.
Estella will do the same thing, and this time she'll give it to. Has she given it to Lucrezia yet?
I think I had it last time. Or was that somebody else?
Okay, wait. Because I can give advantage or Gift of Alacrity. Or like both, technically. Lucrezia, take advantage on your next initiative roll from Estella, from her thing. Wells, take Gift of Alacrity from Estella for a D8.
Playing favorites.
No. She just switches off who it goes to every time. She
No,
goes in a
that's good.
circle between Lucrezia, Wells, and Liggy.
That's good.
Liggy's just
That's
not
good.
here.
Yes.
Well, he is, but
So yes, the
Friend
horses
is
move
gonna
at a
do-
steady trot, and the breeze is kind. When suddenly, one of the horses suddenly jerks and stumbles. You see that there's a horseshoe that's come loose. It's twisted by a stray nail that was embedded into the road. We are going to say, Lucrezia, I need you to make an animal handle check because it's your horse.
Oh.
Darn.
Wow.
Okay,
Cool.
you definitely are able to stay on top of the mount and not get bucked off, but this horse is freaking out. You can definitely you see that Liggy behind you is pointing at the nail that's sticking out of the horseshoe. What would you guys like to do?
First of all, I'm like, could someone help me calm this animal?
Yeah, can I try to do an animal handling check?
The animal calms down under Lucrezia, but you can see that it's like still screaming out in pain from the nail that's shot straight up its horse hoof.
Oof.
like it's embedded in its hoof.
Correct. It was a loose nail.
All right.
Can Estella make a medicine check to try to get it out safely without hurting
Yes,
the hurt?
you can. Go ahead and try. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get off the horse.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was an out one.
Okay, Lucrezia, go ahead and make another animal handle check as the horse begins bucking again because Estella accidentally pulls the nail out too hard.
Oh wait, I thought it was just the medicine check.
It was.
The medicine check was to take the nail
Oh,
out.
okay.
With a natural one, something
Oh.
He
terrible.
only
Sweet.
rolls nat ones on medicine checks, I swear to God.
Oy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it appears that this horse is freaking the hell up again. So, Lucrezia, you get bucked off, and you find that
Well,
you
she had
take...
already said she'd gotten off, but she
Yeah, I'm getting
could get
off
bucked
the
with
horse
the legs,
now.
though.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll do the bucking.
That's fine.
I'll
No.
accept that.
You're getting off one way or another.
We're
One
gonna,
way
Yeah.
or the other.
we're gonna say that it tries
By
to
choice
kick
or
you,
not by choice?
Yeah.
and it misses. It hits an AC of 8. But it's bucking at this point. So, friend, would you like to try calming it down? Or someone would like to try calming it down? It needs to be calmed down before you could do any healing to it. So you're able to use your druidic innate powers there to ease it down. It does begin to calm, but you can see that it's limping on one of its legs. The nail's out. It's
I
just
do
that
a-
Estella pulled it out a little too hard.
I do a cure wounds on it.
Okay, sure.
So that will be oh, sick. That's 12 points
Well-
back.
Okay.
While Friend is healing it, Joe's keeping like alert for anything nearby.
Okay.
She's a little tripped. So if I could do like a perception to see if
Sure.
something
Go
weird's
ahead.
going on.
And I would like to investigate the area. I'll lead, or I'll have Friend. I'll hand the leads over to Friend if you can lead the horse over, and I'd like to investigate the area where the nail was.
Well, it's dropped it.
So you don't see anything in the area. And Lucrezia, if you want to make that investigate check.
Wells will help you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You can roll that with advantage, so roll it again.
A little bit better. 18.
Sure. Yeah, you look at that area and it looks like, as luck has it, it's just a nail that was lost in the road that the horse happened to step upon. You don't see any traps, there's no ambush. It's just some random happenstance.
Lucrezia will look at Mr. Wells and say, I'm not one for fate, but does this portend something so early on our trip today?
Don't look at me. All that mumbo jumbo is not my field of expertise.
Mumbo jumbo? Never mind.
You all hear
If you're
Estella.
feeling like,
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
I was gonna
No,
say,
you're
you all
fine.
hear Estella mumble just like under her breath. Iris would be absolutely infuriated if she saw me handling any medicine the way I've handled medicine the last couple of days.
You see that Silas agrees with you.
Oh, shit.
Not helpful, Silas.
A judgy little ass bird. Damn it.
Now, as you guys continue, you find that the day warms up. The road kind of weaves along low ridges and shallow stream beds. Dust clings to boots and legs. Occasionally, a distant you see signs that lead to distant mine entrances, or you might see a windmill over on this side. But nothing seems super active on this road, and it's all not necessarily flat hill. It's very rolling hills here, but there's no ambushes. So you continue making your way through, and you get to a point where you come across these old crossroads with a weathered sign. Its arm's broken off, and it's kind of just like swinging like this. Now, these roads split forward to you. Go ahead and, first of all, let's have... I'm going to do a secret thing here. But let's go ahead and have someone do a survival check to see which path you're supposed to take.
And I'm assuming we can, or can we assume, I mean, I guess Liggy technically could be doing some of these, so...
Oh, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let me pull Liggy up real quick. And he's like, well, golly, partners, let me go ahead and take a look here. And he kind of looks up at the sun, and he's just like, then he looks down at the map that Sweetwater gave you, and he says, well, oh, let's see here. Leather's kind of just like perched on the back.
Friend gives guidance.
Okay.
Which one appears more regularly traveled?
So, oh wait, actually, I should probably roll on his sheet instead of my secret D20 dice here. My secret DM dice. Let's go to his sheet real quick, and we'll go to survival. And he rolls. He originally rolled a 2, but in this he rolls a nat 20. And he says, "You know what?
Nice.
Golly, I think that I think we're supposed to go this way." And he points over to the left side, and you guys start making your way down that path. 1 second.
And while we're traveling, I'm thinking about what Lorna was saying. Do we notice anything like? And I'll ask friend. I'll ask Estella. I'll ask everybody. Do you feel anything different today than it was the past days?
I'll be honest, I feel a little jumpy. Something's not quite right, but I can't put my finger on it.
Anyone else?
I was more respectful than normal this morning, but I don't know if that's cause for concern. It seemed a bit odd at the time. That was all.
What about you, friend? What does the wind say today?
Definitely feel as though we're being tested a little bit more on our journey for today. Like things keep popping up to kind of question us and cause us concern, which I think we're all on the defensive, kind of anxious point right now. It feels like there's kind of pressure. At least that's kind of what I would say it feels like.
Maybe it's just the open road.
You continue moving forward. You see at this point, though, the sun's pretty high at this point. It's almost, based off of where it's at, you think it's probably around 3 o'clock or so. And the heat's starting to press on. You see that there's flies. They're buzzing a little bit more aggressively. And the air, it does become a little oddly still. The grass seems a little quiet here, too. And as you guys are riding along a narrow pass between these two rocky boulders, you can feel something shift a little. And then you start hearing something. Can't quite place your finger on it. First, let me have this person do something.
Oh, it's that sky again.
And then I need Tilly, I need Estella to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As a swarm of hornets that your horse happened to step through the hive manages to break open, go ahead and make that survival. Or not survival.
She got an 8.
Ouch. All right.
Strong suit.
Both your horse and you are going to take 3 points of poison damage. And you're going to have disadvantage on your next ability check due to the swelling and the distractions that, just due to the swelling of the stings. And then 1 second. That was a really, really good check there, mystery person. Oh man, Tilly got so upset she just left.
How dare you?
Discord just reset. Just all of a sudden it like reloaded. Yeah, that was weird. Estella will say under her breath, "You've got to be kidding me. This is not happening." She looks annoyed. She's scratching at the stings. She looks absolutely pissed. After the one on the medicine check. She's like, I got a 1 on my medicine check, got stung by fucking wasps. You've got to be kidding me. This is not happening.
Good, very bad day.
Open road, guys.
She'll say something like, never wanted to go into a desert again. But I was done with deserts.
Wells is very purposefully saying nothing.
Well, you continue. Well, I'll give a moment for just a second. You're between your posse. You managed to find a way to get rid of these hornets. Liggy will quickly light up some wildflowers that he picks and sets them ablaze, and is like blowing the smoke in that direction to kind of clear them out. And you eventually deal with the hornets, and they manage to go away. The horse, surprisingly, isn't stung at all, which you'd think that they would be. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser.
Estella will cough when Liggy puts the smoke towards her and stuff. She'll just start coughing, and she looks like her hair's a little bit disarrayed, and yeah, fun stuff.
You know what I should do, actually? That would be a nature check. Sorry, I just said that out loud to the random person that has randomness happening to them. So, at this point, you guys continue forward. And, by late afternoon, you find yourself getting pretty near to where you think you need to go. You see old wayposts that have been carved by travelers. You see some bent fences here and there, and far off into the distance, you see a huddled mass of people around a very tall building. Okay, go ahead and add that green chip. As something mysterious is happening. Oh, dang. Also, if I give you guys an order to do a check in secret, because I'm sending it to your thing, send it to the DM, not to the group. Do your check to the DM, not to the group. That is not enough. Person who I'm talking to secretly. So you see off in the distance, like I said, the outlines of the Weary Wanderer as people are kind of gathering. You figure you can probably get there in about an hour from the distance. You see that at this point, as dusk begins to settle, that the birds are kind of settling in as well. You see a scarecrow in a distant field that seems to be kind of moving a little bit with the breeze. The horses are kind of whinnying a little nervously. And then, as luck has it, Brand, without warning, your saddle on your horse, the strap begins to tear, spilling all of your gear and all of your rations across the road.
My food I don't need.
No, the biscuits. Save the biscuits.
Okay.
Estella will help Friend pick up their stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation or a sleight of hand to see if you can recover everything.
Wells can help with that.
You could
Wells
help.
will get down
her.
and Wells will get
It
down and do some sleight of hand. Oof.
Investigation?
Like that.
Yeah, for some reason, it's just a little too dark to collect everything, and you are going to lose. You're going to lose one item of my choice off of your character sheet.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Anyways,
Biscuits, no.
I'd rather the biscuits than something essential.
Yeah.
At this
Crazy,
point,
huh?
though, I think it's probably going to be something we actually need.
Maybe. We'll have to find out. Let me take a look at your character sheet and see what friend has.
Wait, can I add a dice to mine? My check, or is it too late?
You could, if you would like. I would allow it.
Okay. I'll add a green. I'll add a green chip.
Okay.
Hope for the best.
Okay.
Not the best.
What did you roll?
So a 13 in total.
Okay, yep, not enough. 15 is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And on friend's character sheet, I will say what it is, and I'll write it down. And then if you try to use it, I'll say, "Oh no, you left it in the road," because I am a terrible person. Okay, got it. Randomly rolled. Boom and boom. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna get off my horse and I'm gonna go over to friend's saddle and straps and try to cast mending on it. But I'm
Okay.
gonna call Joe. I'm gonna call Joe over. And while
Okay.
I'm doing this, because it takes about a minute, what is going on today? Something feels off.
Friend.
Well, if you're believing in bad luck now, I'm scared.
I do not believe in bad luck, only I don't know what to call it. I remember. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I was wondering if you believe in creatures that can cause bad luck? Potentially? Because I believe I saw something. I don't know what it was necessarily, but it might be causing this bout of bad luck. And
when did you see this creature?
When friend Estella got attacked by the wasps.
Was it like a giant hare type creature?
Yes. Well, I saw like an antler, and like that looked like a hare, like their face. I couldn't get a good look at it though. So.
Would I be able to recall anything from that, Paul?
Nature check at disadvantage.
But Paul.
Take guidance from Estella if Estella's aware this is happening too. She can.
I mean, I still got an 18,
even
okay, with disadvantage.
Yeah.
In the unknown continent, there's a bunch of different things that frontiers folk have seen or heard. There's creatures, there's bad omens, there's a plethora of things. One thing that you've heard in your readings is a creature known as a jackalope. And jackalopes are rare. They're rarely seen. But when they're in the area, bad things tend to happen. No one can explain why, but if it sets its eyes on you, or you happen to catch a glimpse of it, then it's said to follow you until your bad luck runs out. Now, what that means, I don't know. It could be cryptic. It could be, there's all kinds of things that you think of, but that's a jackalope.
I will relay this to the party. It's obscure knowledge, I think, isolated to this region. I do not know if what defense we have against it.
Wonderful.
Probably. Well, I don't think it's friends' bad luck. So, I guess, sorry?
How do you know it's yours?
Well, if it's just you catch a glimpse of it, and then it follows you, I guarantee I've got a lot of bad luck stored up.
Now,
So, my apologies, I guess. I didn't know I was not supposed to look.
Does it count as bad luck with the whole mind control thing? Or would that be on the people that did that? Never mind, sorry. Out loud thoughts.
I don't know, Wells. Might just be the story of your life.
Yeah, I'm aware. Like I said, I've got a lot of bad luck.
Now, as the sun sinks behind the western hills off in the distance, bleeding gold into the deep indigo, the Wary Wanderer Inn comes into view. Now, it's a sturdy two-story lodge with wide eaves and weathered redwood siding, nestled at a bend in the road where travelers from all corners of the region pass through. You see candlelight flickering from every window, and there's a raucous sound of clinking mugs and wary laughter that drifts from out into the evening air. Now, you find yourself riding up to the hitching post out front. The smell of smoke and sweat hanging thick in the air. Horses shift uneasy, tired, dust-caked, and they look hungry. You see a stable hand kind of waves lazily at you, and he waves lazy at you from the barn, but he doesn't make any move to assist you at all. Inside, the inn is packed. Every table is full. You see miners with a sigil on them, which claims what mine they're from. It's got a picture of a foxglove on it, and they're drinking hard, and their faces are stained with soot and stone dust. You see ranch hands. You see a couple of like bounty hunter looking folks, and general travelers are all kind of lining the walls. At this point, it's a standing room only. There's no tables or chairs for you guys to fit in. And as you all move forward, you see the barkeep behind you. He says, "Oh, what can I get for you?" As the tavern's all just super loud at this point.
Got any open rooms?
Here, we're all booked up. Sorry. Can I get you something to drink though?
I think we're fine.
Okay. Well, you have to go. There's plenty of room outside if you need to go camping somewhere. Just look for some of the fires.
Can Estella try to climb onto the roof and then cast see invisibility to see if she can see the jackalope? From anywhere?
Sure.
Like
You
just
would
to get a better point of view?
Climbing up on a building, I mean, that's kind of
Mhm.
trespassing, but sure. I mean, you could
It's-
attempt to climb up there.
She's a cleric. It's okay.
It's trespassing? What'd she think about that, though?
You're trespassing in the inn.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's have Joe and let's have Wells make perception checks as you're kind of making your way back outside, as you're listening to the people around here.
Alright.
She won't climb up on the building, but can she still cast see invisibility to see if she can see the jackalope?
Sure,
Anywhere.
100%. I'll get to that in just a second. So,
Okay.
Wells, it's just too loud, and then all of a sudden you kind
18?
of focus your clarity, and you hear a couple of conversations. You hear one of the miners saying, "Oh yeah, after that shaft collapsed, earlier today, I guess, well, it's just a run of bad luck. That's the fourth one this week. Must be hitting some sort of strange little, well, I don't know." And then the conversation dies out to other conversations as you move around. Joe, you hear someone say, "Well, yeah, I mean, the stew's all right. It's just burned all the way to heck. the chef, the cook back there said that something just made the fires jump out and lick him, and he got burned and almost spilled everything. I mean, I guess I'm grateful to eat something rather than, as it kind of fades out to the rest of the crowd. You hear more people laughing. You hear, there's not any cruelty in the area. It just sounds like people are tired and they might be a little drunk. What would you guys like to do?
We're good. We're
Did
going to
I
the next
see
place.
anything? Did I see anything when I cast the invisibility?
Ground, and with your dark vision on top of the sea invisibility, make a perception check.
Okay. I'll add a green chip. I'll add her last green chip. To make it one better. Just a little bit. 19.
Okay.
Some of that nasty
Okay.
Faye.
All right. What are you guys going to do?
I'm assuming Wells and Joe relay these stories of bad luck.
Yep. Pitch our tents a little bit away.
Can she
Not
book it
that.
after it? After what she saw? Like, can she run towards it?
From on top of the roof.
Hmm?
She never
Oh,
climbed.
she didn't climb on the roof.
She
She
didn't
just
end up
lived on the
climbing
roof.
on the roof. Okay. Lucrezia, what were you saying earlier about a jackalope?
A creature that has been known to afflict the luck of those that it sees.
Hmm. I believe I have seen it as well now. It was outside the inn in a bush. It was not invisible, just well hidden.
But now, if Mr. Wells and Josephine's stories from those inside, it seems to be affecting everyone in this area.
Yes. Could it be more than one?
You know how to
Possibly.
appease it? Just
With all the
I can't
affliction.
imagine. I can't imagine that it was giving us bad luck on our travels as well as over at the mine. I'm sure there's probably more than one.
Or we have to take into consideration the afflictions that have been affecting all the flora and fauna of this region lately. It's possible
could be corrupted.
that it could be corrupted,
Or just magic?
enhancing its effect.
Hmm.
Point, Doctor. I didn't consider that.
Well, not our problem. Moving on. We'll go to the next one.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm not. That was
So-
sorry, above the table.
So yeah,
That was Wells
This,
on the table.
So we are at the Weary Wanderer, right?
correct. It's gonna be another 10 hours before you get to the next stop, or the next inn, which is the Silver Horseshoe.
It's only a matter of time before whatever bad luck incidents ends up getting someone killed, if it hasn't already.
Do we have any snares? Or does anyone know how to set a snare? To where we could catch it? Yes. Or several. I've got rope. I could try to set one. Think he does.
Yep.
So, Liggy will pull out some rope, and he's got some traps, and he says something along the lines of, "Well, I don't reckon that I like any of this bad luck. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I'll go ahead and set things up for sure. My pa always said that, if you're dealing with bad luck around the farm or around the ranch, nope, I don't deal with heebie-jeebies. No. And he starts setting up some traps around the camp. And you can see that both Leather and Bait, they're snapping at each other. It's not like the standard, bickering that they do. Like, they're full-on agitated, and everything that they're doing around each other is annoying the crap out of each other. So you guys set up the camp for the night, and you feel that as you sleep over the night, that the air is cold. It's the kind of cold that kind of creeps into the joint and stays there. Hold on one second.
And I assume we keep watch. Sleeping ship.
You guys watch. This is the first time you've been in a situation like this where it might be dangerous.
Friend doesn't need to sleep. They can just
But I would imagine that Friend needs to power down for at least 2 hours. Perhaps.
Yep. Wells can take over during.
Okay, so Wells will take the first shift, and then Friend for the remaining time. Does that sound about right?
I would also like to cast Alarm. It's a
big brain.
The area is no larger than a 20-foot cube, but I need a space to put it.
Okay.
I don't know where we're camping or what it looks like, but
that could be one half of our outside one half of our campsite.
Like just a 20 by 20 cube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Obviously I will designate that it doesn't go off for us. And I'll have it. Do you want it to be just a mental alert or an audible bell? Quiet or not?
It can be either. Oh,
would it wake you up if it was mental?
Yes, it will wake me.
Then mental.
All right.
Before they all go to bed, Estella will find something to hit with her spear. Like, she will spar with some random rock or tree or something before they all go to sleep after the day.
A little bit angry.
Yeah. This is the first time you guys have seen Estella hit anything with her spear. It looks oddly like dancing when she's fighting with it.
I'm not sure what happened, but Jo will cautiously approach, and she'll say, "You want to do some sparring?"
Actually, yes, I think that would be quite nice. And she will spar with Jo.
Yeah, she'll go, blunt side, but yeah, she'll.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack.
I call the next round.
Oh, make an attack roll. Estella will use the not sharp end of her spear. She'll find a stick to use.
Yeah. What would we add to this? Just a
Yeah,
regular.
Make a normal attack roll, but it'll be with the blunt end instead of the hurdy end.
okay.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, same. Doesn't.
So, I am going to use a legendary action, and Joe, you actually roll a 1 instead of whatever you rolled there. And
Oh,
and
gosh.
your axe is it almost feels like grease or something is applied to your weapon, and you go down to make the attack, and your axe flies out of your hands. Go ahead and roll damage.
No.
Actual damage.
As you hit
Okay.
Wells, who's waiting on the sideline.
I think I'm
Everyone's
using
got
it
the
as
target in hand.
two-handed in this case, so it's gonna be a little
Okay.
higher. 9.
9 points of damage. I'm doing my custom roll to see who you hit. You hit yourself for 9 points of damage.
Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
Just go straight up.
Right.
It spins and lands back in my shoulder. Ah. Ow.
Stella will drop whatever stick, or spear, whatever she was holding. Are you all right? I think maybe it was not the best idea to. I think we were stupid there.
No,
for a
Wells
moment.
is
I
laughing on the
apologize.
sidelines.
I think you're powerful. I mean, you must
No.
have slammed my axe, and
That was not me.
it slipped out of
I'm
my
not-
hands.
No, I don't believe it was me.
May I
I'm so
remind
sorry.
you that we are in an area experiencing bad luck. Do
That's
with that
not to
information.
say.
Can you do that memory thing for me?
Oh yes, here we go.
You could
All right.
You could be
I thought you were
kinda.
sticking up for me, and now look. I don't know. I've never done that before. But here, this time I'll hold it with 2 hands, and then Estella, why don't you hit as hard as you can?
No, absolutely not. I do not think I could. Maybe you and Wells should spar next, since he thinks it's so funny, though.
Oh boy, where's the popcorn?
Right here.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
After your rivalries and your friendly-natured poking and jabbing at each other, or in this case, axes flying and causing damage, real damage to each other, you eventually make your way to your bedrolls. Estella will bandage up Joe, so she's not bleeding all over the place. And you guys eventually go to sleep. Now, nothing happens during the first and the longer second watch, but something is off. Even in your dreams, you find that you're stumbling through the classroom naked, or wearing your underwear or whatever. You find that you are chopping wood, but the axe leaves your hand, or you find that you're dreaming of meadows, and the meadows are all angry with you. Like the dreams, even in the dreams, your luck is turning bad. It's not even neutral luck. It's not good luck. It is bad luck. When you wake up, you do not feel rested. You do not get a long rest.
Do we get a short rest?
That is up to you. You're allowed 2 short rests during this adventure. So you guys get to choose when you would like to take these short rests.
I think I'm good. I mean,
Yeah, I don't need it.
I don't
Is
need
Joe
it.
okay with that?
That was all my temp HP. Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Now, the next leg of the journey takes you towards the Silver Horseshoe. And you start packing up your gear. You're a little sluggish today. Again, the rest wasn't that great. You see other people are looking the same way. At least all the people outside. The people who come from inside the buildings, they look well rested. They look great. They're moving along. But by the time you guys make your way out, You see that a couple of travelers are ahead of you, a couple of travelers are behind you. There's people who went the opposite direction towards Sweetwater. So when you set off, you kind of realize that it's a little overcast. The morning sky's a little overcast. The plains around you are pretty quiet. Um, it even feels like even the birds have kind of flown somewhere else. It's almost too quiet. Your horses plod forward with their tired steps. And the road, I mean, it's still easy. It's a still easy road to follow. But based off of how the horses are acting, it almost feels like their morale is a little low.
Is Silas doing anything out of the ordinary?
Silas isn't there.
What do you mean?
You haven't seen him all morning.
Not to alarm anyone, and maybe it only alarms me, but where is my bird?
Did Wells or friend notice anything in the night? Notice when Silas.
I'll allow friend to make a perception check with disadvantage.
Hey, guidance. Take a D4.
So then that is 17.
Nice.
You still, with that roll, you didn't see where he went.
Can Estella make a perception check?
For right now, after being woken up and everything? Sure, go ahead.
Okay. $15?
No, you don't see Silas anywhere.
Okay.
You see that Liggy, he kind of takes point, and when you're all looking around for Silas, you can kind of hear his words kind of like filter back through the breeze, as if the breeze is carrying what he says, and he says, "Damn heebie-jeebies," and he keeps moving forward.
Do you have a means to call Silas?
Not necessarily. I mean, little whistles, but he's not usually gone at all. This is abnormal. She seems a little distracted and frazzled, like she doesn't quite know how to handle Silas just having disappeared. Like, this isn't a normal situation for Silas to just kind of poof. Maybe for like short periods, but she looks like she's kind of looking around in the sky frantically, at trees kind of frantically, even though she's not finding anything.
Silas is an exceptionally capable bird for his species, even more so than others. I'm sure he will return in time.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. She'll try to do one last little whistle to call him. But
let's have everyone make a perception check, including Liggy. I'll have him do one right now.
am I making another one?
This is a separate check, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna add a.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna add something cheap to that. I'll add a white to that. Unless somebody got something better. Well,
There were several people that got some good rolls.
yeah, never mind. You're good.
I got a 22. Got a 21. Oh. No. Friend.
You, as you guys are making your way out, and you're riding ahead, you realize that in all the shuffle of this morning and all the tiredness that you've been feeling from the night before, you guys forgot to eat. So Liggy's the first one to. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Estella, you're the first one to have that grumbly tummy. And as the horse keeps marching on, you turn around to your saddlebags and you pull out one of your field rations. But you find that it's spoiled, as if it was like laying out in the sun all day long. And you look at the other rations and you see that they're fine, but it looks like this top one, the one was closest to the top of your saddlebags, that one was spoiled. Um, Joe, you also feel that hunger a few moments later, and so you turn to go pick up your rations with the delicious fresh biscuits and everything, and you find that they have also spoiled. In fact, as you pointed out to everyone else, it looks like the very top ration in everyone's saddlebags has spoiled. So if you can, mark off one ration from all of your gear. For Ricky here as well.
Mm. Along the trail, can Estella keep just intermittently trying to call Silas?
Sure, of course.
Okay.
And
Wells is going to eat one of the rations, not one of the ones that have spoiled.
Yeah. We'll all eat one too.
Okay.
Same.
Like,
Since you guys had some extra leftovers from the day before, we're gonna say you ate those yesterday, but today, you will need to consume some of your rations. So remove the one that was spoiled, and then you're gonna need to remove one more for today's travels. I will-
while everyone is eating, sorry, friend casts speak with animals to try to communicate with the jackalope. So
You cast the spell. You see that channeling through the tiny slit that's open where Friend's voice comes out, it begins to glow green with the magical energies.
excuse me, small friend. I would like to communicate with you if that's all right.
There is no reply, but you do hear the horses that are around you, and they're just like, they're all communicating to each other, talking as if, almost as if they're gossiping. You see that the one that Joe is on apparently appears to be the matriarch, and she's saying, "Well, I don't know why the one that green one is riding seems to want to go first. I should be going first." And some of the mares behind her are just like, "Yes, you should be going first. I'm not sure why he went up there anyways. Doesn't he know that?" And then they stop and they realize that you can communicate, and they say, "Oh, hello. No, who are you talking to?" And they're kind of like shaking their heads, trying to get your attention.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was attempting to communicate with the creature that is bringing us bad luck. It's just out here somewhere. I was hoping to communicate with it. Yeah.
"Oh, the antlered one," says the matriarch.
Oh, you saw it.
"You're not supposed to look at it. Don't you know those things? If you look at it, terrible things will happen. That's why the one," and she points over to Estella's horse. Was it Estella's horse? Yes. Points over to Lucrezia's horse. That's why that one stepped on the sharp metal thing. Mm. Bad things happen if you see things.
Hmm. Well, I must admit I don't know a lot about about a lot of things. I'm kind of new, young kind of thing. Um,
Oh, we all know. We can sense it.
hopefully that's a good thing.
You're like a baby colt, except more wise.
Thank you. Um, all right.
Ask if maybe they seen Silas.
Yes. Have you seen our my friend's bird familiar Silas?
That damn bird, always calling for no reason. The last time we saw it was last night, before we all went to sleep. Something's odd about that bird. We can't place our hooves on it.
Friend, what did they say about Silas? Have they seen him? Is he alright?
Well, they kind of just said he's pretty much very opinionated.
Yes, yes.
But otherwise, don't think so.
Right. Thanks for checking. Stella is at this point picking at like her nails and her cuticles and her braids, and she looks stressed as hell that Silas is still missing.
What about Leather and Bait? Do you think they've seen Silas?
As leather and bait are both monstrosities, the spell does not work on them.
Oh, okay. Friend, does my horse like being called Blackberry? Or does she want a different name?
Oh yes, what do you all prefer to be called?
So the one that is leading the group, she calls herself Flickerhoof. And then there's Sunberry, which is what you are writing. The one that Lucrezia is writing is called Nettle. And the one that Wells is writing is known as Dust Whistle. The one that Liggy is writing is simply known as Brim. And who am I missing?
Estella?
Estella's is known as Dig. Or the motion of digging.
To dig. Okay. Well, obviously, Friend tells everybody the horse's preferred names.
Joe will pat Flickerfoot's flank and say, "All right, Flickerfoot. Thank you for your service."
Joe's horse lets out like a whinny of some sort and an agitated shake of the head, and says, "Could you please tell this one that's riding me not to hit my flank? It hurts. I'm very sensitive down there."
Okay. Joe, if you could be a little bit more gentle, please.
Oh, she's a princess, isn't she? All right.
Now,
Just got admonished by a
mid-morning,
horse.
as you guys keep traveling, mid-morning brings a stronger breeze, and suddenly there's a veil of dust and dry pollen that's being kicked up from the low ridges. Visibility drops to a haze, and the landscape begins to blur a little bit.
Oh.
even with your scarves and your heavy coats and whatnot, you find that it's a little difficult to breathe clearly, and the horses begin to shy a bit. Now, I need every single one of you to make animal handle checks in order for you to get through this board. Oh, sorry, animal handle or constitution checks. Your choice.
Like
Oh,
a
that's a little
like
bit
a
better.
on save or
Or like a regular just
oh no,
ability
just a
check.
check. Yeah, I'll do that.
Or animal handle.
Oh no.
Wow.
Liggy's gonna do an animal handle check.
So bad.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
Jesus.
Hey, high
Hey.
five.
So, wow. Wells is the only one who saved.
If we're trying to beat a
Um,
10, I'll add a chip, but if we're not beating a 10, there's no point.
the difficulty is a 14.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
Then I'm gonna add a I'm gonna do a white chip because I've got a lot of those, just to try to get myself a little bit over that if I can.
Right?
Oh, so that's a D6, right?
Yes.
Okay, you hit that on the nose. Perfect.
Okay.
And then while we're at it, I'll allow all of you to make a perception check, if you would like.
Jeez, man. I think
That's
that luck has
annoying.
spilled over to our dice. Or at least
For
mine.
real.
I think Liggy. No, Liggy, I'm gonna make you do a wisdom save real quick. See if you know better. Nope. Liggy Liggy's going to, well, first of all, something happens before this, but so as the dust is being picked up, you see that some of the horses get spooked and then buck off everyone who failed their check for that sec there. And if you failed your check, you are going to take some bludgeoning damage from the fall. Ouch, max damage. You're all gonna take. If you failed, you're gonna take 8 points of damage as you get bucked off from the horse. And then after this happens, you find that Liggy, he's gonna take the hit, and then he's gonna look down and say, "Nope, nope, I ain't looking for no heebie-jeebies. Nope." And he just looks down at the ground and shaking his head. Meanwhile, Stella, Wells, Friend, and Joe, you see a creature about the size of, oh gosh, about the size of a Great Dane. And it's a hare it's that big, and it's got these massive antlers, and you just catch a glimpse of him as he's running by, and then he's gone.
Estella's gonna yell. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, you go first.
Estella's just gonna yell, "Where the fuck is my bed? Damn thing!" And just look frustrated, but she's just pissed at it. So she's just gonna yell at it real quick.
How far away was it?
It was about 100 feet away.
Oh, but you looked at it.
Wells is gonna, since he's still on his horse, is gonna try to go out.
Oh yeah, do we
gonna
have time for
run after it?
reaction? Like firing
Yeah.
off a shot?
Hold on a second. If you guys are chasing after it, that changes things.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We'll try.
All
Not
right.
gonna get too far, but we'll see.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the session. If you guys would like to pull up your map.
Oh,
Fancy.
And let's go ahead and have everyone roll initiative.
oh,
Mm, Classic.
You said I have initiative, right?
I gave one of you gift of
Or,
alacrity and one of you
uh,
advantage.
Advantage. Yeah, that's right.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, so whoever
We
got
didn't
gift of
long
alacrity.
we didn't long rest, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's still.
No, so it's
Well,
still
no.
active because we or is it every 8
Well,
hours?
No, it's 8
Every
hours.
8 hours.
So
Oh,
just
right,
because
right.
we didn't
But
long
it's
rest
not.
doesn't.
Whoever
Oh,
I
you're
gave
right.
advantage to, which I think I gave advantage to Lucrezia, you still get advantage because that's a different
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All good.
All
Damn,
right.
lots of 20s.
Damn.
And that will be its turn. That's gonna bring up Estella. What would Estella like to do?
She'll. She'll dash as her action,
Okay.
and then Misty Step as her bonus action. So that'll
Okay.
get her 90 feet, which is. Oh, I gotta bring the ruler back out. Where the hell was that? That square. It's like 2 away from the hair or something. It's not super far. Oh.
Come on, John.
Mhm.
Damn.
Okay. You're like almost right there.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
but she
bring up.
can't do it.
That's gonna bring up Joe.
Okay. This thing looks like a regular jackalope.
It looks
The
like a
jackalope is
jackalope.
not a regular creature.
It looks like a.
I guess that's
it looks like
fair
a
enough.
great
Could you
sized
describe
hare
it?
with antlers.
Okay. All right, I'll use my movement. Go 30 feet. I'm gonna get far. How far away from him? What I know is this thing considered is it a beast?
That would be a nature check if you want to find out.
From Lucrezia's. Okay.
Oh yeah, would I have known that?
Okay,
Not.
I'll
No.
try. 16.
This is not like any beast you've ever seen.
So no. Because I could also cast Speak with Animals, but I'm not gonna waste it if it's not. All right, I'll still cast. I don't get I don't get a no from that, or I get like a maybe. All right. I'll still try.
Okay.
So I will cast Speak with Animals. And I'm still at quite a distance, so I'm gonna Misty Step to get closer. Can I do that? Remind me of the spells. Is that the 2 spells thing? Sorry. I'm really not great with spell casting. Can I also cast Misty Step, or just 1 spell
Oh.
per?
Only
That's
one
a natural ability though, so yeah, you can go.
Okay.
I'll allow it. Sure.
Okay. Then I will also cast Misty Step to get closer first. 30
Okay.
feet. So that's another. Okay. Okay, so I'll get to right about here. And then I will cast Speak with Animals. And I don't think there's anything more she would do other than shout out, and say, hey, I see you.
Lucrezia, you're up next.
I will ride ahead after Joe. I'm assuming we're using our horse's speed, right? And that's what?
No.
Oh, are we?
You guys are not mounted at the moment.
I think it's only Wells and Friend.
Oh, right. We got bucked off. Shit. Okay. And as I'm moving forward, chasing after Joe, I'm going to say, what do we seek to do with the creature? Are we intending to slay it?
Beats me.
Oh, shit.
I would prefer not to.
I'd like to
We
capture it.
We cannot kill a bunny.
Oh, come on. Now, Estella.
It is just a small creature. It's not
No,
its fault it causes bad luck. What if
I'm
you were
gonna
the one
hit
that
it.
caused bad
Anything else
luck?
that Lucrezia would like to do on their turn?
Oh, God. I will just dash ahead
Okay.
and get over by Joe.
And that's gonna bring up Liggy. I've got Chandler here. Chandler, do you know what Liggy would do in this heebie-jeebie situation?
I don't know the context. There's a bunny.
There's a
No.
jackalope, and the jackalope is causing
Jackalope.
all kinds of crazy bad luck. And I
Mhm.
made it so that Liggy was like, nope, hate bad luck. So that's kind of where you're at right now.
Oh, Liggy would shoot it.
Liggy is going to pull out his gun, and he's going to fire.
That's going to be some good eating.
He'll actually move.
Make a good wall mount.
Going to pull out his gun. He's going to aim. He's going to fire. He's going to miss. So he will fire, and the bullet will just like go right past him. It'll ping off of a log behind him, and he'll curse under his breath. Damn it! And that will be his turn. That's gonna bring up Wells. Now, Wells, you can use
Alright.
your movement, or you could use your horse's movement. That's up to you.
I think I'm gonna use the horse. Horse has how much movement?
50.
50. Awesome. That
If
gets
you,
me.
if you wish to dash with it, you need to make an animal handle check.
Okay. It's me right there. With the animal handling check, because the horse has an action, correct? So it's to see if
you're
the
using
horse
a
can
horse
dash.
for its movement, so you're not a mounted combatant. So I'm
Okay.
not going to allow you to attack with your horse. You can just use its movement. But if you wish to dash with it, you would need to make a animal handle check to do so.
All right. Sure. I'll do the check. I'm gonna add chip to that 11. Well, let's see what I need. Probably.
It'll be a 13 in order for you to
Okay.
do this.
Then Wells will use a white chip. It needs 2 or higher. course.
And that will fail. And you are unable to. Your horse refuses to dash for you.
Okay.
That'll bring up friend.
Um,
Unless you want to do
I
something.
am
else.
still within 60 feet, so I will throw a psychic dagger at it.
Okay. Due to its special nature, you do not have advantage or your elven accuracy to attack it. It'll be a
Alright.
straight up roll.
That's fair. We'll go like this. Oh,
And
so
that special ability is called Fickled Fate. Creatures may never have advantage on attacking rolls against a
that's a
jackalope.
cool ability.
That is sick.
That's kind of cool.
That is going to bring up friend.
Okay, so friend is going to use the movement of the horse to go right there. And then he's going to wait. Okay, and then is going to Misty Step to right there. Off
So
of
if
the
you Misty
horse.
Step, you'll be Misty Stepping off of your horse because you can't
Mhm.
Misty Step your horse with you. Okay.
Yes.
And at this
And
point-
then
The horse will choose to leave combat. It doesn't want anything to do with this jackalope. Okay.
sure. I'll make sure I actually use my Misty Step there. And then I'm going to bonus action transform into a
I think a Misty Step is your bonus action. It's not an
That is-
action.
That is correct.
oh. Okay, well
Mhm.
thanks. Never mind then.
So you still have your action.
Well, I guess I can regular wild shape, not bonus action wild shape. Okay.
Your circle of the moon. You could do it either way.
Okay. Then I'm going to wild shape. I
Into
feel I'm going to go into a dire wolf. Yes, hi Charlie. Come here. Yep. So that I have advantage on hearing and
okay.
cool. And that's all I can do.
That'll be top of the round.
Gonna run away. Yeah.
Oh, this damn thing.
This fucking bunny.
And then it is going to dash.
Bunny.
All of us against one bunny. We cannot.
This
And then it's going to
bitch.
use its rogue action to dash again.
The fuck?
It didn't want to talk to me. How rude.
And it will vanish.
Thanks,
You-
guys.
Got
And Liggy's
the
gonna be like,
absence of-
Liggy's gonna be like, heebie-jeebies. I'm telling you, heebie-jeebies.
Are you upset? Are you upset?
This is ridiculous. I lied. We should have killed it.
Oh well.
Oh,
Kinda cute.
now you decide.
Fuck the bunny. Oh,
Whoa, whoa.
Well, I
whoa.
hope we at least scared it off. I didn't think that we would actually be able to take it down, but hopefully our hostility is enough that it stops following us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
you have just had your first encounter with the jackalope. I need everyone to roll a d4.
mhm.
And we'll go ahead and start with this. Let me have you guys do one at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
Let's start with Wells, because you're right there on top of my camera here.
All right. There's Wells. Got a 2.
Got a 2. You will lose 2 white fate chips.
Oh.
Oh, he's already down.
Let's do Estella next.
okay. I rolled before you said one at a time. Do you want me to re-roll or take that roll?
Take that roll, that's fine.
It was a 1.
You will lose
Okay.
1 white chip. Lucrezia.
Yeah, same. 3.
3. You will lose 3 fate chips. I'm going to take them away for our. Don't worry about adjusting. I'm taking it from your total here. Liggy. Oh no. Can someone roll a d4 for me?
Sure, I will.
Oh, Liggy did it.
1.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Liggy rolled a 1.
Yep.
Well,
Liggy will lose 1 fate chip. Friend, go ahead and roll a d4. A 4. Friend will lose all 4 of their white chips. And Joe.
3.
Joe will lose 3 of their 6 chips. Okay. Combat is over. And oddly enough, you feel different.
All right, heads together. Next time we face this thing, what's the plan? Obviously, didn't want to talk to me. That's a no-go. Seems like we need to kill it as quickly as possible, use our ranged weapons. I don't know if I should grapple it. We need to get as close, and I don't know.
And that's even saying there's just one.
We've
Well-
seen it after the unfortunate event each time, have we not? I saw it at the tavern after there was no rooms. When did you all see it? Friend after the Hornets. So it seems
I
to
just
show up.
kind of saw it.
Oh,
I never did till now. But each time something bad happens, we can look for it again.
yeah.
Maybe stay on our horses.
Liggy's like, speaking of which, where the hell do our horses go?
You've got
And
to
you
be
don't
kidding me. You've got to be
Any of your horses around.
Well, it was still on his.
Except for Wells.
Is Wells the only one mounted right now?
Correct.
Friend, do you still have speak with animals?
I mean,
They
I
would
could
have to-
cast it again.
Technically,
Yeah.
I still have mine active. It's
Oh,
10
that's
minutes.
right.
It's been
Yeah.
6 seconds since.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I'll ask the horse, but I think we better start looking. Have you seen your friends? Where'd they go?
It's spooked. So all it's thinking is, or all it's saying is, gotta run, gotta get out of here. Don't know where they went. They probably went over there.
let's go back to the road.
Yeah.
You could
Is-
always make a survival check to pick up their trail.
I will attempt
However-
that as well.
I guess survival or investigation. However, due to the bad luck aura that is now activated, you will have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I already rolled, so I'm
I
just gonna
will-
roll again and take the lower.
Help. Oh, wait. Will help cancel it out, or is it just disadvantage?
It'll cancel it out. Yeah.
Okay. I'll help Lucrezia with investigation.
I already rolled, but it was a 16.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was okay. I mean, I got a 16 on it.
Okay, I'll just roll something. It'll be great.
The investigation with the 16, you're able to find the trails of the horses, and you're able to bring them back to the road. However, it's going to take you 1d4 hours to do so, as they really scattered across the area. It's going to take you 1 hour to accomplish this. So if you keep going at the pace that you're going, you should arrive at your destination at the Silver Horseshoe at approximately 10 o'clock tonight.
All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna cross my fingers that scared it off, and let's just try and keep our heads down and push on.
Horses did not seem to want to be near it. Right? So, if we'd scared it off, maybe Silas would have come back. If he's
Maybe.
simply not near us because he does not want to be near the jackalope, then we could assume, I mean, he knows how to find me, so unless something took him or is directly keeping him from being with me, I would assume at least, there would have to be a reason.
I mean, he was with us yesterday.
Yes, before we got to the town, before I saw
And
it.
we came across the jackalope a couple times during the day. So I don't think it's the presence of the jackalope.
Hmm,
At least not that in and of itself.
maybe. Yes, possibly. I don't know.
I would like to point out that our next destination is the Silver Horseshoe. Among some cultures, the horseshoe is a symbol of luck. Maybe that will help us.
I thought you did not believe in all that mumbo jumbo. For some reason.
Liggy shakes his head and says, "It's all just heebie-jeebies." And he
Don't
mounts
believe-
up on his horse. Leather bounds up to the haunches of the horse and tries to nuzzle up to the back of Liggy. Meanwhile, Bates following closely after the horse on foot. It's burrowing through the ground. Well, the sun ain't getting any. Well, we should just go. And he shakes his head, at a loss for words after all the bad luck that's been happening. Now, you make your way through, and the road leads to an old stone fence, marking a property line long forgotten. There's a wooden gate where travelers once passed. Now it's broken. It's kind of half sunk in a ditch that's off to the side. And just as the posse rounds a ridge, there's a loud crack that echoes, kind of like a rope being pulled too tight. You look back, and one of the horse's saddles starts to slip. The leather unexpectedly frayed. And that person's horse is Wells. Wells, go ahead and make either a dexterity. Actually, no. Make a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise, fall from the horse.
Do that.
DC
Or
13.
can I?
So, I'm going to use a legendary action to force you to have disadvantage.
What the?
That's a crit.
Oh, wow. Even
Oh.
better.
Nice.
All right.
So 19.
You're able to just leap off of the horse, taking no damage. You just dismount smoothly. When you look at the straps, it's gonna take a mending spell for it to get cleared up. Unless you have a leather worker's kit.
I don't think so.
Well, it just kind of looks exasperated at Lucrezia. Like, can you help me out with this? I get the feeling you're going to need to use that that mending good number of times during this trip till we get out of the area, at least.
Luckily, it is a simple cantrip. Perhaps.
I think you can.
So you cast
will
the spell
say-
and then the leather. Yeah.
I don't know what I prefer, the crescendo or bad luck.
At this point, I would welcome a descendo. No. What's it called?
Descendo, yeah. Descendo.
Descendo, yeah.
You're right.
Crescendo, descendo, yeah. They're all music terms.
I do
With
not like the surprises.
with that strap mended, you're able to resaddle the horse, but taking you another 30 minutes to get it all taken care of. But
It is.
the horse is saddled up, and you're able to move on. Now, with the sun beginning to sink behind the distant hills, the road forks unexpectedly. You see that faded hoof prints veer off to the right, leading towards what looks like some sort of shortcut. The terrain's unfamiliar, and the sky is still a little cloudy, casting long shadows. But something still feels wrong. And your group's getting on the point where you're getting to become pretty exhausted from the journey. So as a group, I want you guys to, or as individuals, I want one person to make a survival check at disadvantage. If someone decides to help, it'll be a normal roll.
Will it be
I can help
Liggy.
friend or Liggy.
Liggy and friend together, maybe?
Or yeah, actually, okay. So Liggy will give his help action to. Wait, actually, what's your survival, friend?
There's
A
+6.
6.
Okay, then go ahead and roll as Liggy will help you. So that way you
Okay,
just roll
just,
flat.
22.
Nice.
You realize that shortcut is not a shortcut. It leads right off of a cliff. So, which honestly, had you, I mean, in the darkness and everything, had you failed that, your horses would have gone full bore over that cliff. It's not a very long jump, but they probably would have broken some legs and would have caused some pretty extreme bad luck. You all
Yikes.
continue to move forward.
What time is it right now?
With the long shadows going there, it's getting to be like dusk. It's probably around 8 o'clock, 8:30. And you're still about 2 hours away from where you need to be.
Hmm.
Onward.
Yep.
Is it that if it looks at you, you get bad luck, or if you look at it, you get bad luck?
You look at it.
Okay. Then,
I'm not going to be looking too hard into the darkness right now.
yeah. Honestly, because we have our horses back, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. Well, as you continue going down the trail, the sky has deepened into that bruised lavender, and that bruised lavender turns into nighttime. And off in the distance, you see the silver horseshoe as it appears on the horizon. As you make your way over there, the weathered sign kind of sways in the light breeze. And there's no laughter. There's no horses in the stable. There's no lanterns burning in the windows, just stillness. As you approach, there is the smell of cedar smoke that's drifting from a single chimney. The place feels untouched, almost like the world's passing it by, you know? You open up the door, and framed by warm lamplight stands a woman. She introduces herself as Miriam Bell. She's in her middle years with kind of sharp gray eyes, and her hair is tied back in a practical braid. Her dress is simple, her sleeves rolled to the elbow. It's almost kind of like her presence kind of demands like this quiet attention, you know, commands that quiet attention. And she says, "Well, evening, travelers. You look about 5 kinds of worn. Come on in out of the dusk. I've got rooms available. The hearth's still burning."
Excuse me. Has anybody come before us?
No, it's an empty night. Usually happens in the middle of the week. A lot of travelers on the weekends, but not so much during the middle of the week. Come on in.
Wells is definitely hesitating at the doorway, thinking about all of their fellow travelers that apparently vanished on the road.
They'll be
Didn't make
fine.
it.
They'll be fine. They took the other way. They took the shortcut.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at your map, there's other locations that they could have traveled to, and not just their way to sidestep.
Well, I think it's just Wells is paranoid right now, and so he's like, "This lady do something."
All right, Wells, let's do an experiment. You sleep outside and I sleep inside, and let's see what happens.
Are you guys wanting to enter?
Oh,
God.
Joe.
Why would you do that, Paul?
Well, Joe would enter.
Okay.
If Joe enters, I'm entering.
When you two enter, you feel yourselves instantly relax. And both of you make perception checks real quick.
Come in, guys. It's fine. That 20.
Oh, damn.
You look above you.
Not
and
one.
Outstanding.
Kind of reverses there. Kind of cancels each other out, right? So, yeah.
Again.
No, so Lucrezia like steps in and like when you turn to talk, just like you did to the rest of the group, come on guys, everyone it feels fine in here. You look up and you see a silver horseshoe above the frame of the door, and you kind of estimate that that's important.
Lucrezia is always right.
Lucrezia, you look relaxed, and that concerns me.
Come on in, Wells. Everything's fine.
You haven't happened to see a bird or had a raven show up in the last day or so, have you?
Thingy, I'm feeling the heebie-jeebies.
No, well, I mean, you see all kinds of crows and ravens and mockingbirds.
Paul froze.
Oh,
Not just for
well.
me.
Yep.
Nope, I can't.
He's frozen.
Okay.
Well, let's do whatever we want since he's not here.
Fantastic.
This is either great or this is definitely a Hansel and Gretel situation.
For real.
This isn't Curse of Strahd.
True.
I mean,
Look, Wells, the character of Wells has to be paranoid. So
No, you're
Wells is
right.
always going to assume the Hansel and Gretel situation.
Yeah. Incredibly right. It's alright.
I'm trusting my instincts here,
My-
and also Joe went in, so
My cat
Yeah.
does not like
It's
human
fine.
food except for these cheese crackers from Trader Joe's. This is the only
Ooh,
human
those
food
things are the
I'll
that he goes after. It is oddly specific.
I usually get the what is it, the peanut butter pretzels or whatever it is.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I like their
Love
fake
peanut butter
Takis.
pretzels.
Ooh,
Sorry
I have not had
about
those.
that.
What? Oh, they're good.
Mm-mm.
They call them
That's-
like a really generic name. They're like rolled tortillas.
They're like spicy
dried
tortilla
rolled
rolls
tortillas.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're back.
Wait.
Oh, hello.
So what happened when she asked about Silas? No.
I haven't seen no ravens or crows or anything.
Do you mind if I climb on your roof?
Sorry about.
It's all right.
Well, I mean, if you want to stay for the night, then I'll let you get up there for sure. It's going to be 100 union marks to stay the night per person, and it's an extra 100 if you want me to stable your horses out there in the stable. Now, I'll make sure that my stable hands, take care of them real nice, like.
So
Are
200
you all-
total per person with the horses?
That is correct. Yes.
Wells looks around for the stable hand.
Yeah, there's a few stable hands that are out in the back. Now that you're inside the building, you see that there's windows around the whole area, and you see that they're out in the back. Looks like they're getting ready for the end of the day.
I'll take
Can I just do like an insight check on the innkeeper?
Of course.
24.
She seems genuine. They seem genuine. There's no hidden agendas here.
Does
She's
it
just
seem
running an
like
establishment.
she's aware of the like bad luck effects of the area?
You wouldn't know until you ask.
So I'll hand
Alright,
over the.
I'll-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say I'll hand over the money, and I will ask her. We've had a bout of bad luck, as it were, on the road here, coming from Sweetwater. What do you know of jackalopes?
Jackalopes. Well, they're the reason I put up that horseshoe over there.
And it seems to be working.
Well, of course it is. Anything to get get, good luck. It cancels each other out, you see. Jackalope is a bad, bad omen.
May I
If
ask
they're
where
around-
you? Oh,
If
sorry.
they're around these parts, then that means some of y'all must have been looking at it. And it don't take too kindly to people staring at it.
Don't think it was intentional, but it seems to be
Oh. Well,
following us.
I think everyone here on the Old Ranchers Road knows, if you're traveling around these parts, you stare at the road. You don't stare at the wilderness because you might catch a glimpse of the jackalope.
It's such a beautiful area. That's a shame. May I ask, where did you get your horseshoe?
Oh, I had it made. Went out to Sweetwater and had well, no, I'm sorry. I got this one from Sidestep. I got the one that's out in the stable. I got that from Carbine. And well, I have one specifically for my room that I got in Sweetwater.
Hmm.
And actually, I also got this one, and she goes to the back of her bar and pulls out a golden horseshoe. Yeah, I got this one from Joven Masters, actually. I had ended up found him a strange little mount he'd never seen before, a strange little monster he'd never seen before. This was years ago, though. He's probably seen a bunch since. But it was the very first time he had seen a Behir. Have you ever seen a Behir before?
I can't say that I have.
Oh, they're terrifying little creatures. I happened to catch one that was in its adolescence. They're like these, well, at that young, they're like a very long snake with multiple legs on it, and it breathes lightning. Oh, it's a terrible creature. You see, Liggy kind of like raise an eyebrow, perks up a bit. He's like, well, ma'am, maybe you could tell me a little bit more about those Behirs. Sound mighty interesting to me. She's like, oh yeah, well, it's just they usually have blue scales and they can crawl all over the place and they just shoot lightning out of their mouths. And he goes, oh really? Oh, and then he starts showing off leather and he starts showing off bait, and they get into a conversation about that. Did you mark off the 1200 from?
I did.
Okay, perfect. Did you mark it off from the
from my own
party
personal?
folder?
No, I took it out of my own personal.
Oh, don't we have?
Yeah,
We have some party funds.
I know.
Well, Wells will pass you 200 union marks then.
Damn it! Now you're gonna make me change it again.
Oh my gosh.
Joe will
Can't
pass
I
you
just do
400.
nice things?
Estella goes upstairs and finds the latch that leads up to the roof. Sorry, a latch that pulls down a drawn stairs, and she climbs them and gets up to the roof. What do you want to do up there on the roof, Estella?
Try to call for Silas.
Okay, you let out a call, and from behind you,
Oh,
You have got to be absolutely kidding me, you dumb bird. Thank the stars, thank the stars, thank the stars. And she'll grab Silas and just like hug him like fully like a stuffed animal. Like she's kind of.
Silas, once you reach out for him, he pecks you really hard on the hand.
oh.
You are an ass. Where did you go? Oh my god. He's going to kill me. This bird is going to kill me. Fine, you're alive. It's fine. Are you coming to bed, or do you prefer to stay out here and brood?
He turns his head like so, and then kind of waddles away from you to the edge of the building.
Just gonna throw a cookie at him.
He'll turn around and start flapping his wings.
Stay close, please.
And he turns from you again and looks down.
I am tired of him being upset with me. Like just looking down, like he's avoiding her gaze.
No, he's just looking down. He looks back to you, and then looks down.
She'll go look.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just grass. You can see with your dark vision. Just grass. That's about it.
What? I see nothing. I do not see what you are looking at.
He looks back to you, then looks back down, then looks back to you.
Yes, so very helpful. But do you want me to jump off of the roof?
He flaps his wings, and then he soars down to the ground, and he starts pecking at the grass. He then looks back up to you.
She'll jump down onto the ground where he's pecking.
Just
Or go down there, like walk down the stairs and go out to the grass that he's pecking at.
jump. You're just gonna jump from the ceiling?
No, she'll
Oh, okay.
she'll go down and she'll walk around to where he's pecking.
Okay.
Was jumping off the roof.
Go ahead and make a investigate
pull-up.
check or an investigate. Sorry, let's see. Make investigate or survival check.
Okay.
Your choice.
Ugh. A 9.
He gives like an exasperated caw and then flies back up to the top of the roof and then he looks down at you.
Maybe she'll go back inside and she'll try to find either a friend or Wells, whoever she finds first.
You'll find Wells.
Okay. Would you... I do not know if I am blind or if Silas is crazy or both, but would you come look at this with me?
Sure.
And
I'll
she
get up and
will
I'll-
lead Wells to the patch of grass and say, he has flown up to the roof, he has looked down when I was on the roof, he pecked at the patch of grass, I see nothing. And then he flew back up and looked back down. I think he is trying to tell me something, but I do not know what.
Investigation or a survival check, please.
She'll give guidance as well.
Sweet. 13. 14 plus a psychic die. Is 18.
Okay, 17 is what you're looking for. You're kind of looking around, and then you spot something. Something that's kind of rare. You see in the grass that there's a bunch of clovers everywhere. And it doesn't dawn on Estella because she's freaking out about Silas, but it dawns on you to look for something out of the ordinary. And sure enough, with the roll of an 18 instead of a 17, you find a 4-leaf clover. And then above you,
I like hold it up to him. Like, thank you, Silas. For you. I hand it over to Estella.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Although you did find it. Should you take it?
I don't think it's helped my luck.
Right. You seem to really think you've got bad luck. Why is that?
No, I honestly don't know.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's just karma or something.
So you guys overhear Miriam talking to Liggy, and she's saying, and Liggy overhears, or obviously Liggy hears, winds kept most folks closer to the mines or to the cities, but you and your folks are welcome here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stable your wyvern and your bullet, but I'm sure if you can make sure that they're going to be well behaved, you're more than welcome to keep them here. And Liggy says, "Well, much obliged, ma'am. I appreciate it." And he pulls out one of his cigar. No, he pulls out his pipe and starts loading it. She says, "Oh, no. We don't smoke in here. No. And Liggy kind of just looks and says, "Just my luck." And he puts the pipe away. You can see he's just not having, even with the good luck or the canceled out luck here in the Silver Horseshoe, he's just having a rough go of things. He mutters something under his breath about heebie-jeebies.
Superstitions.
Now, I've got 6 rooms available upstairs. They're clean sheets, warm blankets. There's a locking door between you and the night. Thank you so much for your payment. I'll make sure that no one will interrupt you. Now, are you all wanting some food tonight or looking for breakfast in the morning?
Yes to both.
All right. Well, I usually charge about 50 Union marks for each meal. So if you want to hand over 100 Union marks, or you can wait to pay at the end, it's up to you.
Would we know, like, if we eat breakfast here, is that the equivalent of our rations, or do we still have to use our rations?
It's about half rations. So instead of using up 6 rations between the group, you'd only use up 3 if you eat at a tavern beforehand.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, for those
can
of
I?
yes.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask you one more question about the horseshoe.
Of course.
Does that have anything to do with I know we're talking about good luck, bad luck, but really we're talking about Fae, aren't we?
Well, yeah. The Fae, I mean, if all the frontier legends and all the cryptids and all the legends and lore speak true, I mean, isn't this unknown continent like where the Fae live?
Yeah, that's correct. Do you think your horseshoe keeps them out?
Well, I haven't had any Fae come in here, so I'm guessing it does.
All right, thanks. That's all I wanted to know. Also, if we do breakfast and dinner, could we pay like, I don't know, what'd you say, 50 each? 75?
No, unfortunately, I've got set prices, and those prices are made in stone.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'll guarantee that you ain't gonna be hungry, at least for a couple hours. till after after you eat my food. It's good food. Anyways, let me go ahead and rustle you something up. And she goes back into the back of the kitchen, and about 30 minutes later, she comes back with some nice hot potatoes, and it's covered in cheese and some cream sauce with some green herbs on top. And on the side, there's a big old slice of ham. And she serves it with a nice, refreshing drink of lemonade that she sets down in front of you. It's a hearty meal. You definitely won't be going to bed hungry.
Paul, what day is it? Is it the 25th or 26th? Or 24th? I can't.
We started on the 22nd.
It is the night of the 24th.
Okay. When we're ready, at some point, I need to go talk to Joe.
Has Silas entered any buildings this entire campaign?
Yeah, he's entered a bunch of buildings.
He has? Okay. I was just curious, because he entered this one?
Not this one. He's just sitting up on the roof, minding his own business.
Okay.
He seems to have pretty good manners.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah. If Lucretia's wanting to talk, Joe will pull aside a chair off to the side. And say, yeah, what is it?
So sorry, it's been thoughtless of me, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had an occasion to speak to this. But I wanted to remind you, if my calendar is correct, there are only a few days left until the full moon. And I wanted to ask you how you felt about that.
Good question. Paul. When it comes to it being the full moon, are there any other effects other than just having access to that form? Or is there anything particularly bad about that day?
During your adolescence, there was all kinds of issues. You couldn't control your anger. You were angry all the time. You were broody and moody. But now that you're older and you have more control over your emotions, there's no issues during a full moon.
Let's get you some chocolate and you'll be okay.
It's a little bit of PMS. It's like a slightly elevated irritation. Just thinks about it. No, I haven't had those kind of issues for years. Everything, well, I guess knock on wood, but everything should be fine.
I apologize for bringing it up. It's almost been a month, so just wanted to be sure if we needed to be ready for anything. And if so,
Very
I'm
fair
here.
question. Thank you. I would hope that you would, well, if anything happened, date me. I'm sure all of you could probably take me down.
I don't know if it would come to that, but also I would be interested to see the effects, how they correspond to Mrs. Stella's powers. I guess.
Yeah, that has been curious. I've never met anybody like her who had that kind of effect.
Speaking of above table, you'll all have noticed at this point that Stella's skin has gotten progressively lighter since you guys have been traveling. The closer we get to the moon, the full moon.
And we met
not
you...
dark gray anymore during a new moon. So it was like dark gray. Oh, sorry.
No, I was trying to see where, because it was way
so
back.
You guys,
yeah,
you
during
guys
the
met
moon.
Stella You guys met Estella like on the 12th or 13th or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So right before the new moon. Okay.
Yeah, so her skin was a pretty dark gray at that point, and it's getting pretty close to being like almost white
Oh wow.
now.
Okay. So
Like a
noticeable.
white gray. Yes. Uh-huh.
Are the constellations kind of like disappearing, or are they still pretty stark?
They're shifting with it.
What?
Yeah. Her tattoos are shifting with her skin color.
Those are
So
expensive
at
ass
one-
tattoos.
At one point, for real, at one point, they were almost the same color, but it would have been like right in the middle.
Joe's gonna call like Estella over to the conversation and say, speaking of the full moon, is anything how to phrase this? Do things change for you depending on what phase the moon is in? I mean, I have noticed your skin.
Not necessarily. I mean, my skin changes and whatever ink the temple uses changes. But nothing else that I'm aware of, at least.
Did everybody in your order get those kind of tattoos?
The Alkalites and the Priestesses do, yes. We get them when we are 10. We get our birth constellation. And she'll lift up one of her braids, and behind her ear, she's got a little lantern constellation tattoo. And then from there, we get them at important rites, during festivals. Really, quite often.
They're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Do they hurt?
Yes. Uh-huh. We
That's
don't...
awful lot for a 10-year-old.
It's really not too bad. The first one is small, and then they work their way up to the larger tattoos. It's just a small needle and whatever ink that the priestess does. The high priestess makes ink when we run out, and then it is used for the tattoos.
Wow. Do they help you, like, you can... Are they more of a symbol, or do they really help you?
They are a symbol, mostly, I believe. I use my necklace as my holy symbol for casting. I suppose you could think of the tattoos as another holy symbol. I do not know if I could cast without the necklace, but they are symbol, I guess, I believe. Yes, a symbol mostly.
Well, I'll be honest, it's like you both fit in here on the continent and you don't. I'm sorry that this journey's been a little bit, I don't know, maybe not ideal.
It is alright. I got a little frustrated, which is unlike me, but I think it just reminded me of the 2 years I was journeying, and, I was tired. So I am alright. How are you doing after getting hit with the axe?
Was that? That was nothing. Really, after this is all over, we ought to spar again. I think we ought to get that a second go. Really, mostly I'm embarrassed. So,
It would be nice to have a sparring partner, I believe. Maybe next time we both use sticks. Or I do know some hand-to-hand combat, although I'm not amazing at it.
that I don't know at all. I mean, I've thrown a few punches, but none of them very coordinated. So, yeah, that'd be great.
Alright. That sounds like it would be fun. And she'll, kind of walk over to a table and start, reading or writing or something after talking with Joe, and just say goodnight.
Good night, Estella. All right. Well, anything else we're doing before we settle in?
We should try to collect lucky things, like more clovers and stuff.
Yeah, I was
Looking outside. You guys
was
want to
gonna-
do a scavenger hunt?
Because I was going to ask. I'm sorry. What's the
Yes.
proprietor's name again, Paul?
Miriam.
Miriam.
Bell.
I would like to ask Miriam. Would you be willing, that golden horseshoe that you have, if you don't have any use for it or you haven't, would you be willing to part with it?
No, sorry, I got the golden horseshoe from Joven Masters up in Carbine, because I had found him a mount he'd never seen before. This is my prized possession.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't think I could ever part with this thing.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Did anyone else wish to purchase any food for the morning and for this evening?
Well,
Yes.
Okay.
100 gold. Or
50
not
gold
gold.
a meal. Sorry,
100
50
marks.
union marks a meal.
100 union marks.
100, yep, 100 total.
And that's one. That's our breakfast, and that's a meal for the road, right?
No, it's for tonight's meal
Dinner
and for tomorrow's breakfast. Tonight's meal is basically a baked potato with sour cream, cheese, and herbs, and
Okay, now I'm for real hungry.
and teriyaki chicken. Thanks, babe.
Hello, Mrs. Paul.
Hey.
Hello, Mrs. Paul. Yeah, come on.
Hi, Misha.
Very good right now.
Hi.
Well, hot diggity dang.
Well, anyone want to go look for four-leaf clovers in the dark with me?
Ooh, I will.
All right,
Uh-huh.
Prune, Lou,
Yeah,
anybody?
I'm sure you'll find a lot. Two of you out in the dark.
Shut up.
She wags her head.
I'm gonna mean mug Wells as I walk out.
Friend tries to go, and then Wells is like, "Friend, just come sit with me." And Friend's like,
Friend, over here.
If you want to look for four-leaf clovers, yeah, you can.
Hey, question.
Can
Has
Fred grow
Friend-
a four-leaf clover?
Oh yeah. Could you just
Can
make one
Fred
here?
just grow one? No.
I was like, I don't think so.
Right,
Moss, I was
hard.
hoping.
Like,
Point of
Fred's
inquiry.
like, I don't think so. Let me try. Nothing happened.
Point of inquiry. Has Friend been afflicted by the bad luck at all? I don't remember.
Friends
Okay.
I lost some stuff. I lost something.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
the
That's
bad.
right.
Lost
That's
something that we
right.
don't know yet.
That's right.
There's only so many options that Paul would love to steal from me, so I can guess.
Joe's looking for four-leaf clovers. Can she look?
I'm looking.
Make a survival check or an investigate check.
Ooh, investigate. Regular? No disadvantage?
Oh wait.
Outside the building, so it's disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh, actually, no. It's just normal, straight up.
okay. Oh, good.
Alright,
It's
we'll
not
both
too
just-
bad.
let's see. Not today.
Friend,
you
we
rolled-
we found a four-leaf clover. I was thinking we could kind of make a hairpin out of it. You want to help me?
Friend, the first one is what you get. 24, so you find a four-leaf clover. So does Lucrezia. However, Joe does not. And because Joe is staying up, actually, because all of you are staying up so late tonight, you will not get the benefit of a long rest.
Looking for
Shit, how long does it take to look for a damn clover?
In the dark?
God damn it.
Hey.
Oh.
Probably worth it.
Probably.
Yeah. Alright, well, good. Maybe you
Okay.
guys will be, maybe tomorrow will go a little better.
All we can hope for.
How late are we?
Wells will take his long rest.
Like, what?
What a dickhead.
Oh, so funny.
I gotta get those psychic dyes back.
Yeah, you do.
That's true.
Estella will cast Eyes of Night on them before they go to look for the clovers, and then she'll go to bed.
What is that?
It
Oh,
makes
the-
you guys can see for 300 feet of dark vision for an hour.
That's nice.
So, Wells, you do not get your long rest because I am
Oh.
using a legendary action to prevent that.
Ah,
All right.
How many of those do you
Can I
have?
get a short rest?
You could use a short rest, yes.
I'll use a short rest and regain one psychic die because I can get one back. So we'll do that.
Okay.
Are these legendary actions? Are they like your own chips?
They're the Jackalope's abilities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought they were the like 3 chips that you got every time.
Yes.
now.
I don't,
Technically, I should be calling it a lair action, but
Gotcha.
I'm just saying legendary action because you all know what that did. But as a
Mhm.
lair action,
Yeah.
it's doing these things.
Because
I
we're
don't
in
think
its
he-
lair.
I don't think he gets his chips until 5th level. We hit 5th level.
That's right.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
That's when we're
Oh.
boned.
Joe falls asleep looking for a 4-leaf clover. She never gives up.
After I find mine, am I able to
It's
help her?
down. There's dew
No.
on Joe in the morning.
It's just like on the ground.
I'm not gonna just leave her out there.
Well,
Poor Joe. Like everyone's like, I found one. I found one. I found one.
No.
Joe's like, I'll find one eventually.
and she's stubborn as hell. So yeah. So she'll fall asleep. You're welcome to wake her up or move her, but that's where she lays.
Well, when you all wake up, you get back into the tavern. You find that a simple bowl of porridge with brown sugar and some cream is what you're having. And there's an assortment of fresh melons, cantaloupe, watermelon, honeydew are available for your consumption as well.
Man, where's she getting all those? I know. She's killing all the other travelers and taking all their goods.
Mm.
That's the secret.
Out of niceness,
You like look in the back and there's like these like fruit myconid that are like chained to the wall, like help me.
Oh no!
no, not the myconids. I was gonna say out of kindness because Wells found the clover. Estella's gonna try to sneak it into his pack without him knowing.
We're gonna have to.
She feels
You're gonna
bad.
have to do a
sneaking
sleight of
it.
hand or something there.
She's gonna have to, yeah, but she's gonna fail. But she's gonna
I don't-
try.
It'll be sleight of hand versus his passive perception.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 16.
You could choose to ignore it.
She gets a 10. But she is gonna try to sneak it into the bag.
Okay.
She's gonna maybe fail if he says something, or he's gonna notice, but
Yeah, you
I
feel,
think-
you feel her hands, or you feel a sudden shift of weight on your bag.
Yeah. I think Wells is gonna notice. He's gonna pretend like he didn't, and then once Estella goes, he's gonna just put it back in her bag. What's your passive perception?
21.
Oh crap! Darn it. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll try.
Where's Joe?
20.
So close.
I assume
close.
Joe's woken up. She's at
Forgot you
breakfast.
had the alert feat. I was like, I'm pretty good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it.
She'll turn around and she'll like smack his hand away. She'll like go like this, like not let him put it in the bag.
Oh my gosh, you two. Get a room.
Okay.
You're one to frickin' talk, Rob.
That was Tilly, not Estella.
No, it was
Oh, I
Tilly.
know.
Lucrezia's giving a good example. Is that what's happening right now?
Always.
Uh-huh.
Do as I say, not as I do.
All right, but you're
Um,
telling us to do what you do. That is what you're saying.
Look, I'm flawed, all right? Lucrezia's going to find Joe and say, I want you to have this, and hand out the clover.
Oh.
Listen, I didn't find it. It's okay.
I understand that. I want you to
accept
take this one.
defeat. Oh boy. All right, how about we switch off? So you have it today, and I'll have it tomorrow.
Is that how this works?
It could.
Fine. Compromise.
Deal. Just shake your hand.
Aw, you guys are so cute.
Yeah.
Gave Paul a
So-
second to eat his dinner.
I'm all done now. Almost.
I'm gonna grab
Okay,
some food
sorry
too,
about
real fast.
Actually, now would be a good time to take a quick 5-minute break if you got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm good with it.
I need water.
That was a weird thing to look at. I just peeked around the corner of my computer to see if anyone was here and just see you going.
Well, before that, I was just going.
I'm sad I missed
someone to be
that.
on, but
I missed
No,
that part. I did see the robot though.
It's my new dance move, everyone. It's called the like a robot dance. Exactly. Luca does the dance better than I dance.
I say,
Luca
it's
must
like I
have
play a
dance pants
robot.
on. Robot dance pants. They're so good.
Dance if you want to. You leave your friends behind. Don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
Luca Wells asks for friends help.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's really cute. I don't think. Wait, hang on. So you guys both had like stealth and yeah, friend wouldn't have noticed that you guys were fighting over that thing and trying to get it to each other. So friend's just like, oh, you found another one. Okay. And spend some time like just making it into a little thing for Estella. Not knowing.
Perfect. Wells knows how to manipulate a situation.
Unfortunately knows how to manipulate friend very well.
Yeah.
Friend's just
Well-
like, I trust you completely my whole life. I have no reason
Whole
not
life.
to. Yeah, it's like when Lucretia was like, why do you like people? I'm like, friend's like, I don't know. Do I have reason not to? Why shouldn't I like you? It's gonna suck if friend ever finds out.
So
how
messed
much-
up.
What?
The barrette thing. She's gonna be so salty in like a nice way, but also in like a ooh, this feels like a trick.
I mean,
What's the
as a-
motive?
friend doesn't know that you guys were like doing that, and so it's just like, oh, Wells found one for Estella. Just
Mhm.
doesn't think about it.
Mm-hmm. And Estella's gonna be like, ooh, that's a low blow using friend, so that I can't say no.
Right.
Are you having a good
don't-
time, Paul?
I am.
Are you having
This is
fun?
a cool session. This is actually so cool.
It's fun.
I am having a great time.
Mm.
It's like I don't get to like explore because like we've been so plot heavy that like I don't get to
Mhm.
explore some of the fun for a DM things that are
Yeah.
happening in the unknown continent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is such a cool one. Like it's all the nuances and stuff it has are cool. I am
What's up?
Did you just want me to play Estella again so you could use Silas? No, that was just mostly a joke.
Silas is fun.
Yeah.
And the comment that Rob made online about how
Yeah.
I just wanted to use Silas as like a plot tool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you very much.
Silas
Hey,
is a good plot
Thank
tool.
you. Thank you. Can I
Hey,
get
what's
2
going on with-
Silases?
Yeah, hey, what's going on with Estella's temple? Oh, I guess I don't get to know that. Sorry.
The best part is that it's written into Estella's backstory that she trusts this bird so much. Like, she would trust this bird with literally everything. She was about to start making wisdom saves if he didn't show up and, like, maybe have a mental breakdown. Because,
Insanity.
yeah, because this is just, like, her only companion. And was her companion for 2 straight years, her only companion when she was traveling. So, and a gift from
Now-
Lonnie.
The sun rises dull and red over the plains as the posse departs with full bellies of breakfast, of that oatmeal with the brown sugar and the melons. Sleep came a little bit better than the night before, but not by much. Dreams were a little bit strange, and the silence of the inn was kind of too absolute. The roads ahead wind northeastward towards that distant outpost known as the Broken Compass. It's the last known stop before you get to Sidestep. Now the trail cuts through dry brush like a scar. Dust clings to everything. The air's a lot thicker today, kind of like something stalking behind the breeze. And as the posse rides, you find that luck does not follow. Instead, the road twists around misfortune kind of like it's been waiting in surprise. Now, barely an hour into your journey, Joe's saddle groans sharply. And then it too, like Wells, snaps. The rear girth strap holding the saddle to the mount tears in two, dry rotted all the way through. I'm going to need Joe to make a dexterity saving throw. With advantage, actually, with no advantage, because of the aura that you're in right now.
Been rolling really good today. Christ, I can't get above a 10.
Joe falls
Fail.
off the horse and is going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And then an additional 4 points as they land into an additional 4 points of poison damage as you land into a brittle thorn bush. Now, the saddle is unusable until repaired, which is going to take either 30 minutes or a mending spell.
Hey, Lou.
Mending vendor.
Saddle.
Mending vendor. I'm gonna start charging for this.
Oh yeah, what are you charging?
Nothing.
All right, you can have the clover another day. I forfeit.
Wait, you had the clover?
Joe has it. Oh.
Lou has it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't have it.
Half our party has one.
Mhm.
Ones that
Who
don't.
has one? Raise your
No.
hand. Who's got the other one?
And Estella.
Stella has one too.
Wait, did she already get it back? Okay. Then this whole time she's been casting little kind of annoyed glances at Wells since Friend gave it back to her.
Now, you guys continue moving forward near midday. You guys reach a small creek that's, long since been dried and kind of cracked and not of use anymore. There's a rickety old wooden bridge that spans the gap. Now, at first glance, it looks safe. But as the first horse steps forward, the center board begins to give a deathly creak. Now, I need either one of your party to make an insight or an investigation check to recognize the rot before crossing.
Let's see.
You said okay.
Got a
Oh,
plus 4 to insight.
Is this with disadvantage still?
Unless you have a clover, then it's a normal roll.
Mm.
Rob's got a +7 to investigate, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask Rob about his roll.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't even
that's
look.
natural one.
Don't
So you guys don't notice anything, and so
Mhm.
randomly, let's see who gets this bad luck.
Yeah, everything's fine, guys.
This bad luck is gonna go to Liggy, unfortunately. Oh no.
It's okay, he's not here.
Liggy's horse is gonna step through that crack and is gonna take 17 points of damage.
Oh,
Holy crap!
shit!
Ooh.
That puts Liggy's horse. Liggy's horse is bleeding pretty bad, and Liggy goes, "Oh, son of a bitch!"
Okay, I'm gonna test it. Friend is going to attempt to offer Liggy the 1 health potion they had. They still
What
have
health
it.
potion?
Exactly.
Oh.
I knew it. It was like it's either wobbles or the 1 health potion that I have.
I don't think that
And
Paul would
so-
take wobbles. That feels like it'd be too messed up.
Is that a challenge?
No,
That's a
it's
challenge.
not. It's not.
That's
All
why I
right.
didn't say
Oh,
that,
that's a
Estella.
challenge.
Sorry.
Wobbles is gonna get burned in the next.
Oh
fight, man.
God! And then I'm so sorry, friend. That's my fault.
Joe's looking for this
That-
jackalope,
Fuck, I
wherever it
won't.
is. It's got to be nearby.
You're not supposed to look at it, Joe.
It's too late for me.
All right. If you
Um,
want to make a perception check, you can.
Can Estella
It's got
cure
me
wounds
today already.
Liggy's horse? Or is it
You
Liggy or
can.
the horse that's bleeding?
It's the horse.
Yeah, she'll cure wounds, just first level.
All right. If you're looking for the jackalope, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Damn right.
It'll get 5
Ugh,
health back.
Fuck me.
Joe, you see the jackalope just sitting about 50 feet away from you.
I'm pulling my bow and
Do you
I'm
pin it
shooting that
out?
thing.
Or you, like, say,
Yeah, you see
"Hey,
her
there it
take out
is."
her crossbow and she goes, got eyes on it. And she tries to shoot it.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Don't roll initiative.
sorry.
Cut you. Hold on.
No, you already said it. It's already happened.
Estella will give who hasn't rolled.
I have.
Friend, do you auto have advantage? Or no, you can have advantage. Take it.
Go ahead and roll that initiative.
That beautiful initiative.
God, I'm rolling not great today.
Well, I mean, it's also the whole, terrible disadvantages and crap that I've been giving you guys.
Yeah.
You're doing
Okay.
great. You're doing great, Luca. It's okay.
The jackalope will go first.
Little bastard. Big bastard, actually.
Yeah, isn't this like a pretty big?
Great Dane size.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's just a little bunny.
All right, so the map has been reactivated, and it will go.
It's not Estella's nature to kill cute little creatures.
Well, this is... I think you've changed your tune a little bit, so...
Yeah, well.
I love
Sure.
the movements. I love the movements that you're making, just like
A
like
bunny.
a rabbit would.
Joe, you're up next.
All right. We have our mounts this time.
You do.
It's 50. And then with a dash, it's an animal handling check, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to go the 50 and then do an animal handling here. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. 20.
Oh, wow, nice.
Let's go ahead and bad luck that. Reroll it, please.
Mm.
I believe in you. Roll it.
Oh,
again.
wait.
Still
Wait,
at
do you have...
20.
Hold on. Gotcha. Do you
What?
have the four-leaf clover?
No.
No, I do not.
Okay. Gotcha.
You are all good to F it up.
All right. You are able
All
to
right,
move.
with that dash, it looks like it's about 75 feet away, so I could make it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to grapple it.
Oh, shit.
So you're going to leap off of your horse to grab
Oh,
it.
yes.
Oh yes.
Oh, my God.
No hesitation.
This is... I'm just picturing this in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've got you now, motherfucker. Let's. Is that gonna be athletics?
That would just be an attack, and if you hit it, then you have it grappled.
What am I adding to that?
Just go
An
ahead and
unarmed-
roll
like
it.
an unarmed
Roll it
strike?
like you would do a normal attack, yeah.
Okay. So I'll do it as an unarmed strike. It'll be a 20.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, for
Silvery
fuck's
barb.
sake.
I'm gonna silvery barb that.
Oh,
You used your reaction. Okay.
Here's another
Layer
thing.
action.
Under its reactions, it says lightning reflexes. A jackalope's mind and body move at the speed of impossible chance. The jackalope may take 3 additional reactions per round. That's 4
Additional
total.
reactions.
But may only use 1 reaction per triggered event. So this would be a triggered event.
I
Go
got you.
ahead and re-roll that.
That's fun.
That's way fun.
I do believe you, whatever you say. Oh, okay. Come on, Joe. Keep rolling. Good.
come on, Joe.
19.
Damn.
All right.
Hell
You
yeah.
Tired of this shit.
you leap off of your horse and you're growling the whole time, and it tries to dart away. It shoots off. It releases a burst of shimmering silver fur into the air, dancing with this static charge and this faint fey laughter.
Oh,
That's what the silvery barbs are in this
Yeah.
creature. It's what you see. But you kind of like, just as you're going midair, you brush it out of your eyes. As you're tackling into it, you grab hold, and once you make contact with it, you hear in your voice, "No, stop, what are you doing? Stop it, please! Oh, let go of me! How dare you! No one's allowed to touch me! Not
We're gonna
one.
kill you. We're gonna kill you if you don't leave us the fuck alone.
You are And he just kind of blathers on into like a. Do you speak Sylvan at all?
Oh, she might. Yes.
Don't you know who I am? I am the herald of the summer court, and by you touching me, I just get your hands off of me! How dare you!
I suppose she'll speak in Sylvan in her mind, but she'll say, "You caused a lot of trouble these past few days, and you're not getting away."
I am the summer court. Queen Pitania sent me out here herself. How dare you bring me this under? And he keeps going off and on and on and on and on. Why, if you don't let me go, then the white stag will hear about this. Oh, the white stag will hear all about it.
Oh, you tell the white stag where he can stick it.
We move
Oh,
closer.
At this point, the creature is bound.
Yeah.
It cannot move, for a mortal has touched it. Combat could be over unless you guys want to wring its neck and kill it. That's up to you.
Kind of wants to talk
that-
to it.
that's gonna piss off the Fae.
Yeah.
We don't know
I
that.
don't care about pissing off the Fae.
We don't know that yet.
All right, then
None
we'll
of
keep
us know
going
that.
initiative rounds. Wells, you're up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna twist its neck.
Yeah, Wells is just gonna stare at the spot that Joe just took off at and just like sigh. He'll go into his bag and like take out a strip of cloth and wrap it around his eyes. He'll cast detect thoughts and start moving towards where Joe is, so that he's not
Okay.
looking at it.
So as you get closer, you hear like a. I'm gonna kill you! You let go of me! How dare you! And then finally, it's at full blast. When you get within 30 feet of it, you're able to hear all of its thoughts as it speaks telepathically to you. Anything that you're trying to delve into with the detect thoughts? Nope, just casting it.
surface thoughts.
Okay.
It's really just so I don't have to look at it. Wells will verbalize, Joe, what the heck did you just do?
That'll bring up Liggy. Liggy is going to dash. She's going to animal handle real quick here. Oh yeah, he easily does so. Because the jackalope is bound, it cannot give its bad luck anymore. and he is going to zoom over to Joe's side. He's going to pull out his rifle and point it at the jackalope and say, "Give me the word, Joe! Give me the word! And this, I'm blowing a hole in this thing if you give me that word!" And that'll bring up Estella.
So Estella knows at this point that this is a fae, right? We kind of
Not
figured that out.
necessarily. No one
Not
has said
necessarily.
anything.
Mm,
You could do a knowledge nature, and
Not
I'll
the
give you
horseshoe,
advantage.
but that was it.
Actually, oh yeah, no, I can give you advantage because of everything you've seen. If you want to roll
Okay.
nature, check,
okay, she will.
since fair of the nature.
She'll use
Alright,
a
I
white
have to see what
chip.
this is.
If she needs to use a white chip, she'll use a white chip.
Okay.
She got a 13.
Yeah, you'll need to make a. The difficulty is a lot higher than that. Yes.
Oh god. Okay. She'll use a white chip. More than that. But she got a 5 on the white chip, so that's an 18.
18. So an 18 is what you need. Yes, you know that this is a fey creature.
Okay. She'll move her 50 because she's on a horse. Which is right there. And she'll say, "Do not, it is a fae. Can we not harm the fae? Preferably, if possible, I can put it to sleep. We can run away if you are all amicable to that, or try to put it to sleep. But I would prefer not to harm a fae, if possible." Lonnie taught us a bit about them, so
Seems pretty upset. It's screaming a lot of obscenities in my mind. And a lot of weird threats about a stag. I vote we kill it so it doesn't report back. Doesn't hold a grudge.
But then if we kill it and they find out we killed it, since the fae kind of know a lot, we're more fucked.
Lucrezia, you're up.
Alright, Lucrezia will. Well, first I'll attempt the animal handling to do the dash. Do it now, get out of the way. 16 enough?
Yep, you're good.
You. And we'll blast up to about here, alongside where Joe has got this damn thing held. I can hear it talking. I speak Sylvan.
Yeah. Once you get within 30 feet, "How dare you! Let go of me! A royal member of the royal court!"
And then, do I hear their conversation that they're having about what we should do about this?
Yes.
If this is a member, if this is a fey creature and we destroy it, they will notice its absence. We don't really know what they may do to us to balance the scales.
Friend, you're up.
Okay. So the dash action would be how much speed again?
100 feet
So
total.
On the horse.
it adds an additional 50 feet, so you'd be able to move 100 feet, which would put you right next to the jackalope if you wanted it.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt the animal handling check to try to go do that. I guess I'll use a green chip just.
Oh no, so 13 is what you need, so you're fine.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, friend is gonna go like right over here, and then like hearing the conversation about all the fae and the great stag, friend walks up and like tilts their head and says, "Oh, you know the great stag as well. My Myconid siblings know of them."
So real quick, specifically, he said the white stag, not the great
Oh.
stag.
Oh,
But
okay.
so if you want to reshape that, go ahead.
Yeah, so then that is different. Dang it. You were sent by the White Stag. I was sent by Mother Oak. If that helps you feel a little bit more comfortable, I don't plan to hurt you, and I will make sure that none of my friends will hurt you either.
Yeah, Joe, you got this like this Great Dane-sized rabbit is trying to break free from you. It's not like
Hands
this.
around its
It's
neck.
like this.
Yeah.
Holding it by the
Um,
antlers.
Legs wrapped around. Yeah.
The jackalope continues to struggle and is kicking and is trying to break free of Joe, and it replies back to friend and says, actually, hold on one second. Let me come up with something they would need to progress here.
Not what I expected today.
What did you expect?
I guess, maybe I did expect it. I always expect the unexpected when it comes from Paul. I guess maybe I did. This is so just beyond what we've experienced so far.
This is true.
It's been a fun one.
So the jackalope will reply. His reply is like venom, as he hisses it mentally, telepathically. Mother Oak? You speak her name like it means something out here, like her roots still reach the ones suffering in the shadows of her stupid canopy. But Mother Oak is a relic, a dreaming goddess nestled in a grove, blind to the rot beneath her branches. She sings her lullabies to the birds and the pets and the hair of golden deer, while the lesser fae are hunted, bound in iron, and traded like baubles. That will bring up the jackalope, and the jackalope can't do anything because they're being touched by Joe. Joe, what are you going to do?
Okay. I've been told not to kill it because Faye will get revenge. Joe already has a plot of vengeance against the Fae. She will, she'll talk to it again in her brain. She'll say, alright, so if we let you go report us to the White Stag, and if we kill you, the White Stag somehow finds out and goes after us? Is that what you're saying? What's your way out of this?
Make an intimidate check. You can use your strength modifier instead of your charisma.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, as I kind of like squeeze its neck.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Looks like the borderline ends here.
This thing talks shit about Mother Oak, okay? That don't fly around here.
It will stop resisting. At the threat of you mentioning that if you kill it, is the White Stag gonna reply or retaliate? And he says, fine. What do you want? What do you need from the Summer Court? What can I do for you? You've caught me. You've beat me at my own game.
I need you to leave us the fuck alone.
Very well. I will
No.
return to the Feywild. Is that it? Is that the only boon you would like from me? I owe you my life.
Joe, I think you need to figure out what it can offer.
You don't take gifts from the Fae. That's gift enough.
Did we make it swear
this,
something?
This jackalope with this rabbit's head, this hare's head, looks up to you, to Joe, and you hear inside your head, who hurt you? All of us Fae are terrible. I mean, we may bring...
Oh, you're a shining example?
I am the shiniest of examples. How dare you?
Do explain yourself.
Your very presence.
I am a herald of the Summer Court. I serve Queen Titania. She is flame and fury and beauty and wonder. Like he says it like that. That explains everything.
Yeah. I vote we kill him.
You've brought not just us, but everyone who travels this road nothing but pain and misery for days.
I am looking for those that can complete the task that you have done, which is simply touch me. Granted, I don't like
about
being
it. That's your
touched, so
job.
I apologize for acting the way I just did, but and then he looks up to Joe and says, would you mind putting me down? I promise that I will not run away. You have already done what is required of you.
Can I insight?
Sure. It's hard to insight a bunny, but yeah.
This ain't no fucking bunny.
Now, he did give you his word.
What is the word of a Fae?
That's like everything, isn't it, for a Fae?
So when you say that, the jackalope slowly turns towards you and says, that is everything to the Fae. Our word is our bond. Without that bond, we unravel into nothingness.
Would I know enough of the Fae from stories to believe that?
You can do an insight as well. It's up to you.
Well, that I don't want to draw an insight. I want to draw on knowledge.
Sure, you can try making that nature check. Can I do an insight check?
23.
You can. You know enough from your books that, yeah, the word of a fae, if they give it. And friend, you definitely know, yes. If they give you their word, they will not lie. In fact, fae can't lie. It is just against their being.
Okay.
Joe will set him down.
And he will stand up on his hind legs and use his front legs to kind of brush himself off.
Well, I am looking for someone.
I see. And this is the boon you wish for me to enact?
Well, let me ask. When
You were the one who fairly caught me, so this boon would go to you. Not these other mortals.
When you say a boon, what does that include?
I do something for you because you did something for me, which is you caught me. That is my role in all of this. So now, because
Something
you caught me,
within
your reward
Yes.
is thus.
something within your power to do, right?
Correct. And let me assure you, a Fae's power is almost absolute. Almost.
Joe will look at everybody else. I understand this is my boon and I have an idea what to do with it, but there might be some more pressing things that we could ask for.
You should ask about your mother, Joe. It is all right.
You know what to say.
Or we could kill it.
Wells.
She kind of like puts a hand to Wells's face. All right, thanks, Wells. Okay. Listen, there is a woman. She's my mother. I suppose I can tell you her name because she's already been taken by the Fate. A Mirabelle Gray.
Mirabelle Gray. Now, before I answer this for you, there are many things that I could give you. This is but a not so simple thing to just give you the information you're required. I could give you luck beyond all comprehension. I could make it so that I could put you on a quest to an item of great power. I could help you fall in love with your heart's desire. I could do many things, not just give you the information about your mother. So
Well, what about just giving the mother?
Oh, that is unfortunately beyond my power. I couldn't just simply give you... Wait. I feel like I've revealed information already. You're a quick one, aren't you? I see. So before you give me your final verdict, understand that there are many things else that I can do.
I understand, but if she's trapped and I never asked, I don't know. That wouldn't be right. I think my decision stands.
Maybe ask for a roadmap rather than just information.
If she's alive and we were to find her, how could we do that?
I wouldn't be able to give you that information, unfortunately, but I could put you on the path that leads to that information. Is that something you would be interested in?
Just knowing there's information is pretty significant.
You would take this over, let's say, giving you the lucky feat for free? You would take this over a luck blade?
Okay, let me think about this.
Oof, what a
Shoot.
What a dastardly thing.
What a decision Joe has to make.
Or we just kill it.
Well, then we get
It
nothing.
started talking, and I feel like you all went soft as soon as it started talking. That doesn't make any difference to me.
Mr. Wells, this is Josephine's decision to make.
I understand.
not
I
yours.
understand.
I think with now me the player, yeah, I
Greedy.
would like to have that. But Josephine her motives are way she wouldn't be able to change her mind. I don't think it would change.
Very well. When you were born, you were cursed with an affliction. Something of our world that had seeped into yours. Yes, we are aware of the lycanthropy curse. It comes from the Feywild. It is unfortunate that it escaped the way it did. Your mother was afflicted by this, by your father, from what we understand, which then passed on to you. Unfortunately, small children inside the womb of their mother don't often survive this transformation. So it was your father and your mother, with the help of the people, that they summoned forth the Hanged Man, or Mr. Crossroads, whichever you prefer to call him. Mr. Crossroads was the one who gave the choice. Transfer your mother's energy into you, so that you may live. And of course, your parents agreed to this. At which point, Mr. Crossroads simply took your mother. Your mother is still alive, just inside the Feywild. If you wish to find your mother and bring her back, you must deal with Mr. Crossroads.
How do you deal with Mr. Crossroads?
Ah, that's a second question, and that is not part of our deal.
I thought we were just friends now.
Well, we could be, if you really want me as a friend.
Are you in need of friends?
I have plenty.
Sure, we can be friends. You froze. At least for me.
Paul froze. All this Doctor and Paul gave Estella is starting to come together now. A little bit at least. Oh. What a neat session this has been.
Very cool.
I don't know if I should have regrets about that boon, but it's okay.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Now we can,
Yes,
yeah.
we can hear you now.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
Rob?
Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're both back now.
Okay.
What happened?
So
Paul went out too. Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
I heard the very beginning. Sorry.
A deal was made with a being called Mr. Crossroads. Joe's
Yes.
mother was taken. She's still in the Feywild, alive, and it would be possible to get her back by dealing with Mr. Crossroads.
Is he still here?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh,
How dare you? How dare you? I am a
above the
living
table. Oh shit! Give me a second.
Well, I will give you a warning. Mr. Crossroads, well, also goes by the name of the Hanged Man. Please realize this. He is the ruler of the Court of Dusk. Very, very powerful.
The Hangman. That is not foreboding at all.
You guys will hear Estella whisper if you're close by, so maybe just Wells. Remember, do not break a promise to Mr. Crossroads or suffer his wrath, for he is known by another name, the Hanged Man, and she's reciting it as if she's heard it a lot.
The hanged, like Edie?
Hanged Man.
Hanged Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tilly.
Oh, for sending you the little... I was writing that while Paul was talking, so...
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. Well, if there is nothing else, perhaps then I could give you a couple of bits of advice. Yes?
Freely given?
Not freely given. A favor in return. A simple favor.
A
And I'll
favor for
even
the
tell you-
Fae.
I'll even tell you the favor before you agree to such things.
That goes without saying.
This should be interesting. Do tell.
What's the favor?
We are looking for the reason for my presence, outside of course, my purpose, which was to be touched by you, or anyone, any mortal. But the reason for my purpose, my quest, so to speak, is I'm looking for someone. A gentleman of the Twilight Court.
Let me
I'll
guess.
describe him. It is a man, by your definition, who has very strange eyes, or rather, a lack of eyes.
Yep.
He is unfortunately unleashed, looking for his master. I dare not say his master's name in your presence. Even the nicknames of these creatures without their real names, some faint power.
Told you.
Perhaps then I could put you on a quest for a quest of sorts that you might be able to help me locate this individual.
Is his master named one of his names after a celestial object that's seen in the night sky?
Yes. In fact, one very much like the Einduin that you're traveling with. Lunar elf? That celestial body? Yes, that is the one we are speaking of.
We have seen this creature.
You have? Oh dear. So then our fear is true. He is walking above. He is walking in the mortal world.
And what does that bode for us?
That bodes for, well, just understand he's searching for something. He's searching for a way to bring his master back.
Wells will pull out the ceremonial dagger to show to the...
Have you ever heard the sound of an injured bunny? It is not a pleasant sound.
Yeah.
Very high-pitched and screaming. And that is the sound that this jackalope makes when he sees the dagger.
Okay.
Yes, put it away, no, put it away.
Wells puts it away very slowly.
Then you know of this person, this individual.
We've only seen him. We've never, at a distance, we've never dealt with them directly.
Wait, what are we getting for this information in return? You need this information. We have this information, at least some.
Well, you've simply already done what I've asked, which is to confirm that one of my enemies, a very, well, how would you say it? A wanted man is wandering up here, unleashed. I now have to report back to my masters and explain what I've seen or what I've heard. For this information, which you have so willingly given me, perhaps I can help you out in the future. What I mean by that is, us Fae have certain customs that folk must abide by. Otherwise, you might offend us. Rules, so to speak, that you mortals tend to take for granted. Would you care to know these rules? There's 12 of them, so you must write them down.
Yes, please.
And I will prepare my notebook.
Excellent. Rule number 1.
Oh, fuck's
Don't accept a gift from the Fae. You see, when you accept a gift, it binds the recipient to the Fae in some sort of an unspoken contract. The Fae, of course, will expect something in return, and that is where the binding is. Number 2. Don't consume the food or drink of the Feywild. You see, Fey food is enchanted. It's enchanted to bind mortals to the Feywild. It makes it incredibly difficult, or dare I say impossible, for that mortal to leave. Oh, goodness. Number 3, never dance with a Fae. You see, dancing with a Fae can lead to entrapment. It's sort of a magical dance, causing the mortal to lose track of time, sometimes for years, sometimes for centuries. We briefly touched on this next rule a little bit earlier. Never tell a Fae your full name. You see, names hold power in the Feywild. By knowing your full name, a Fae can extort control over you, and we don't want that. Number 5, never stray from a path in the Feywild. For you see, the paths of the Feywild are often enchanted to guide travelers safely. Straying can lead mortals to become lost in dangerous or unknown areas. Oh, and here's the important one. This is the one that made me spark up this idea. Use your manners, but don't say thank you. Saying thank you to a Fae is akin to admitting a debt, which they can then exploit. Number 7, always keep your word with the Fae. You see, Fae value oaths and promises above all else. Breaking your word is seen as the most severe of offenses. Number 8, don't repay more than you borrow. Over-repayment can be seen as an attempt to outdo or even insult a Fae, which could of course lead to unintended consequences. Oh, and yes, never ever speak ill of the Fae in their presence, for you see, we Fae are incredibly prideful. We're also easily offended by slights against, well, ourselves and our kind. This one's a little bit more obscure, but I think it might help you specifically. Don't ever look an Elder Fae, or an Archfae as they're called, directly into the eyes. Most Elder Fae can use eye contact to charm or mesmerize, which of course makes you susceptible to all sorts of suggestion. Number 12, never refuse a Fae's request without offering an alternative. This one's also important, because if you refuse outright, it can be seen as disrespectful and may provoke the Fae that you're dealing with. And this one might be a little contradictory to, well, Josephine's plight. But don't make deals at crossroads. You see, crossroads are places of power and ambiguity, where deals made are often twisted or they carry hidden costs. Well, I think I've done myself a good service for you, so if you don't mind, I'll be heading out.
Well, we have a bit of additional information.
Oh.
I believe we know where the wanted individual that you are looking for is located.
And what sort of boon would you like in return for this information?
I could use a little bit of luck.
I can't give that for that.
What about this?
Nice try.
How wanted is this individual? As in, he needs to be taken back or needs to be destroyed?
He must be taken back or destroyed.
And what if we were to do that?
Then the court of the Sunlit Court, or the Summer Court as some people call us, and the Court of Dusk they would owe you a great boon.
We know where his master will be freed and when.
So, I know that your mortals have a way of hiding or fibbing the truth. You know exactly where this celestial body person will return? And they are for sure coming back? If this is the case, then I must be away.
We have theories. None of it is... We're not positive.
So then you do not have actual facts.
I know that it will be in 6 weeks' time. Minus a few days.
How, Lucrezia?
We'll speak of this later.
I see. Well, so you say 6 days, 6 weeks minus a few days is the time that we have before the return of this individual.
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, yes, the half Einduin. Or do you prefer muddied Einduin? What is the term for you individuals not of full blood?
I don't need you referring to me. What if in exchange for our additional information, you helped us locate a different person?
What person would that be?
A Anduin who's been missing for about 2 years now.
She's human, if you're talking
Oh,
about...
she is? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then I say that instead.
A human that's been missing for about 2 years? If the Fae have... Well, if it's of the knowledge of the Fae, then I'd be able to do this.
Lonnie, High Priestess of the Temple of Falling Stars?
We are familiar of the Falling Star Order, but they have not existed for over 1,000 years.
I am of the Falling Star Order.
Well, then you are the last of your kind.
I was raised. I left the temple only 2 years ago.
No, your order was eradicated by the Order of Tamurai.
No.
My yes,
order...
I do not lie. Not like you mortals do.
You must be mistaken. I only left 2 years ago.
Well, be that as it may, you may have left 2 years ago, but your order has been eradicated for over 1,000 years.
Doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense to you, but it makes perfectly good sense to me.
Time in the Feywild is different than here, is it not?
A little bit, but not drastically. Not 1,000 years difference.
Then how does that make any sense?
I'm not sure where you're getting your information, but I know that the Order of... and then suddenly, out of nowhere, flaps Silas in front of his face. He swoops down and begins flapping violently. At which point, the jackalope, wide-eyed, and bushy-tailed, as it were, begins to frantically paw at the raven, and Silas lands in front of him and puffs out his chest, feathers glowing wide, his wings flapping outstretched, and you see that the jackalope severs off the telepathic communication. You see that the jackalope bows in front of Silas, and then Misty Step fades away.
I still have Detect Thoughts running. Could I have
a general feeling
that situation a little bit better?
Sure. From the jackalope, you feel at first surprise, and then fear, and then reverence, and then obedience.
Okay.
Silas, are you serious?
And you see that he's looking at the jackalope, and you say that, and he sharply looks at you, lets out a very low gurgled caw, and then flies up to a branch above you guys.
I am sorry for my bed.
That's all right. We had the information I think we needed.
The hair is vanished, correct?
Yeah, the jackalope is gone. It's
Okay.
Misty stepped away.
Cool.
Or faded somewhere, you're not sure.
Yeah. I get the distinct impression that bird is fey, and likely a rather important one.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
I
Wells is exasperated.
Estella huffs and looks at Silas and yells, "The temple is gone. It's gone. The whole temple disappeared. The entire thing disappeared. Lonnie disappeared 4 months before it, and then the temple disappeared, and I wandered for 2 years, and I didn't see a single soul. I ended up at the Windor camp, exhausted and passing out from dehydration and starvation."
Silas begins to pick out his feathers and starts cleaning himself.
Ooh, magic missile.
No! You cannot hit Silas with magic missile!
No, I'm not actually gonna do it. Come on. I'm thinking it, though.
Stella, would you like me to cast Speak with Animals on Silas? Get to talk to him?
I did just yell out things he told me not to say in anger. I do not know if he'd speak with you now. I do not know if I want to speak with him currently. She looks away and she won't look at Silas for a second.
I think things have changed.
You could try. If you'd like.
Well, considering that hair jackalope fey creature thing just told us several ways in which centuries could pass by unnoticed. Estella, it sounds like something happened during those 2 years that made the passage of time different.
I can't think about that right now. Because if that is true, then I will never go home. Lonnie would be dead. Everyone I know would be dead. I would have no home to go back to, and then not only would I be the last of a dying race, I would be the last of my faith, and I cannot conceptualize that currently.
We don't know everything yet. Don't jump to conclusions that we don't have yet. Let's gather the facts as we can. For now, let's focus on what we've got in front of us.
Very well. We'll table this momentarily. Still, we've got a lot to go over.
I would like to point out that now we seem to be embroiled in the middle of a Fey conflict, which is, given this, just these past few days' experience, I am less sure of.
Yes.
Well, if
And that-
we're embroiled in this conflict, maybe we could get some help.
Well, unfortunately, a certain someone scared off the creature before I could inform him exactly where his quarry was.
We have
So I
another.
don't- Yeah, go ahead.
We'll have to go find this Mr. Crossroads.
Lucrezia, how did you know when Goodnight Moon would wake up? Because
I just know.
no, that's not an answer, because you got upset with me for days about things I did not know. And this directly affects me. And that's not fair. So, you are going to tell me.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I know. And what
Yes.
I know is I don't know if what I know was true or not. And so I thought about the best way to be able to explain that to you all. And I don't have one. Other than the fact that I know.
We'll take a not good explanation, please, Lucrezia.
What do you mean?
It doesn't need to be clever.
It's not
Let's
clever.
talk it through with us. How about just some basics? When did you learn this? Where did you learn this? By what means did this come to you?
Lucrezia is going to look to Joe for strength and guidance.
She's just gonna nod.
Allow me to start from the beginning.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's game.
Fucking hell.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, if you could, that would be phenomenal. That was
Oh.
3 weeks.
3
Mhm.
weeks. What? The...
2 weeks?
Hold on, let's actually talk about this for just a second. So,
I'm only
We'll
showing.
meet next week. Well, just me and Court won't be there.
Oh no. Okay. So the
So
15th.
the following week is fine?
I don't.
No. So not the 22nd. Paul and Tilly are out. I don't know if I want to play if both Kaylee and Court are out.
That's fine.
Well, technically,
What are
that
you guys
falls
thinking
under
about,
if
like,
2 of us are
alternatives?
available.
Weren't you guys thinking of like one shots or dungeon crawls or something?
I know that Chandler had mentioned it.
yeah, so the week of the 22nd, I'll be out. I'll be in Washington, D.C., and I won't be able to do anything.
Washington, D.C. Wow.
Next weekend, Keeling Quarter out, so we can't play this campaign. And actually, I don't really want to run a secondary campaign, but I'll be more than happy to play in a secondary campaign.
There were no alternatives that we could do for the 15th, right? because you guys are out all weekend.
We're in California with family the whole time.
Hey, I'm in California.
Yeah, we're not free till the 19th, I think. Yeah.
Oh, is this when you guys are in San Diego?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. That's like that Thursday.
Yeah,
Like we're
I'll
free
be.
the 20th or something, but
Oh, I meant prior. Well, no, that would be in 1 week. That would be in the same week. 2 games in the same week.
oh yeah, because
Before.
Tilly will still be out because she's camping, so yeah.
Yeah, because technically I could be back for that day, but if we're not,
I'll be gone.
we can't
so-
anyways. So
I'm the guy who runs things. So if I'm not here,
It's fine. We'll
Oh
add
yeah,
the
that weekend.
We'll make
we'll
up our
improvise.
asses all.
Yeah, we'll just improvise.
How many deals do
Well,
we want to make today with the Fae?
Campfire talk.
Man,
The
okay.
president can have a talk show that week.
and actually, I also think that next week didn't Chandler say that he'll be out that week as well?
It's
for
Father's Day also.
Mm-hmm.
work?
Yeah.
So I think if people have like dinner plans and stuff,
Oh.
that's another
Oh, that's
thing.
right. I do have dinner plans.
And I'm gonna text on there. I'm out a couple days, so I'm gonna put that on there. 6 and 13.
I'll still be there.
Yep.
6th and 13th, you're out?
Yep.
Is this July?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Then after that, back to normal stuff. But
Guys, stop doing things. You're messing up my
we haven't
social
missed
time.
anything yet.
Summertime is always the worst time for gaming because everyone's doing stuff, you know?
I need you guys to stop adulting.
Imagine having a life.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. Right?
Awful.
But yeah, we should be fine. I am excited regardless. So there you go. Yeah, but I'm pretty much free after June 22nd. I should be like wide open, at least until the end of August. So yeah. Next week, do we just want to? I mean, I'll be doing Father's Day stuff. I didn't realize it was Father's Day, so
Yeah, I won't be on Sunday.
I guess next week is a hard out. And the following week, like I said, I'll be in DC, so that'll be a hard out as well. But after that, bada bing, bada boom.
I mean, good thing we have a lot to talk about in the RP.
Yeah. So what I can do for the next 2 weeks is I'm going to be doing a lot of. We'll say that the first week will be like the rest of your travel to Sidestep. So this whole next week will be the last of the travel to Sidestep, and then the week after will be in Sidestep because there's not a lot. You guys just need to talk to Skip, and he's gonna update you as to like what's going on with his gnome allies inside Carbine, give you kind of like a battle strategy as to what they're thinking, and then from there we'll do the journey up through the ranch lands.
We will also be picking up supplies there.
Yes, you will be picking up supplies. And
Ooh, Paul, you're freezing.
I lost you, Paul.
Ooh,
Yeah.
A lot to talk about.
you'll get to see.
Oh, are you back?
Oh,
Nope.
there he
Okay.
goes.
Bye, Paul.
Now, can you guys hear me now?
Now
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so the first week will be the travel to Sidestep. The second week will be in Sidestep, where you get all your goodies, and then on like leading up to the third week, where we'll be able to actual play, will be the travel through the ranchlands to the Maracage Bayou, where you will meet up with Liggy's family. Oh man, that is going to be some fun adventuring right up in there. Holy!
Yes. Oops.
All right. Well, is there any other dates that you guys have that you might need to put into the schedule?
I don't know yet.
that I know of.
I don't know
I
yet.
guess also in this downtime we have, we can maybe talk about more about like the getting all together and doing the weekend trip kind of
yes,
thing.
Yeah.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Because
Do
we'll
we
just
know-
need to find like a direct time, so because we're getting closer, I'll need to ask for that time off. So
Yeah. Were we planning on Labor Day weekend, hopefully? I know you guys had kind of talked about it, but I wasn't sure.
I mean, everything will be a little more pricey, but I mean, if we can still swing it, that would be good time to do it.
Yeah.
That's the weekend after my birthday, so yeah.
That's the
I mean, yeah, we can
weekend.
check stuff out and then just talk about
That
it.
would be the 29th, 30th, 31st, and then everyone goes back home on the 1st. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, usually travel days. I mean, those are pretty heavy travel days, but we can make it work.
Okay, let me put this down
Just
real
gonna
quick.
have to figure out pricing on everything.
Hey, Luca, are you free Wednesday?
This Wednesday?
Yeah. Or another day.
Let me check.
When do you guys leave?
Tomorrow. Wait, no, Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay.
Yeah,
and when are
we're
you back?
driving. Oh, the 18th? I think we drive
Oh,
back.
Yeah, that's the week that the 18th, 19th, and 20th, I'll be in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, we're planning to grab lunch on the 20th.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
And Tilly, I don't know what your schedule is on the 20th.
I'm
Friday
sure
the 20th.
camping.
Are you going to be on Friday the 20th?
Yeah, so we're going for summer solstice, so I'm actually going to be gone from that Wednesday to Sunday morning.
Oh, shoot. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll completely miss you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're doing a girls' trip. Technically, I don't know if we're leaving till Wednesday afternoon, because we're driving to Wendover, technically before camping, Wednesday evening. So I might, if you guys end up meeting up Wednesday or something, I might be able to swing by and say hi. But
I don't think we're meeting that week.
yeah.
It'll be really fun.
Yeah, it should be. It's just me and my best friend. We're just car camping.
I can't.
Wait, so what day are you back? Are you out here, Rob?
18th, 19th, and 20th.
Of June.
June.
Okay. Schnikes.
If you cancel on me, I'm going to kick your butt.
Oh, I have this DC thing that... Hold on. Let me double check. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise, man. What the flying flip? Okay, so I will be gone. Let's see. San Diego through... Yeah, actually, that is the week that I am supposed to go to DC. Fuck. Sorry, pal. I won't be here.
You said
I know I did. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. I got the weeks confused.
Well, I mean, will you be around the 18th or the 19th? Or are you gone that whole week?
Leave. Yeah, no, I'm gone for that whole time.
Okay. All right.
Monday all the way up until the following Tuesday. Holy crap, it's gonna be a long ass fucking week. Pardon my language. Goodness, I'm so cursy today.
No, it's
well,
okay.
everyone, Tilly's like, the fuck? I don't fucking care.
I don't cuss that much.
All right, folks. Well, I love you all. You're amazing. Thank you for enjoying my game. I'm glad that I could share a little bit more with of the world with you. What's really funny was like when I was coming up with like Fae things, right? Like I was looking up a bunch of like cryptids and like a bunch of like just like Fae things in general, and I was like, oh my god, a jackalope would totally fit in perfectly with this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then I was like thinking of like other things like what about like little dryads, right? Like what kind of dryads would live out in the desert?
Oh,
And I'm
yes.
like, oh my gosh, like tumbleweed dryads. Like, could you see that? That'd be so cool. Like,
Yes.
Like cactus myconids.
Yeah. Exactly. Or like even like a giant like saguaro cactus treant just coming in like
Ooh, sick. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, I'm out of here, everyone. Peace out. I gotta go for my daily
Have a
walk.
good night, everybody.
Hey guys.
Good night.
Bye.